otherwise known as the Inside Edge.
I would recommend anybody that have a chance to come to his hockey school. I think it'd be well worth it. It'd be rewarding to all the kids and anyone he coaches, from whether it's an adult, a professional player, to a little kid like a Mike or a Squirt.
Gary, from day one, has been instrumental to my hockey career. I started out as a potential Division III player, and Gary brought me single-handedly through high school and into a top Division I prospect. I owe it all to Gary, the biggest legend on and off ice there's ever been.
Listen, watch, learn, be confident, and have faith. Those are the answers I was brought to. Yet, I only now am really learning how truly important those 5 things are.
Through preparation, through appropriate thoughtfulness and thinking, we can learn to untie the typical knots between our ears that drive us into underachievement and underperformance. And lo and behold, we can learn things to fulfill our God-given potential.
Gary has the innate ability to make people not only better players, but better people. The life lessons they learn from Gary are incredible.
You can always remember leaving that rink knowing as a player I got better, or I had something to improve on to get better. And I think that's what you excelled on as a coach, is giving us the knowledge to know what we needed to do to get better.
There's coaches who know the game, but can you communicate and create passion in your kids and in your players? And Gary's able to do that.
Gary's got great knowledge and the great hands, but more importantly, his ability to connect with people and care for them. His communication skills, to me, really stand out and separate him, and that's why he's one of the best, in the world.
Gary's a legend. He's a special, special man.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
For the third consecutive night, we are once again back inside the Scotiabank Arena as WWE takes over Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the most populous city in the province of Ontario and in the entire country, as we bring you into this red-hot countdown to NXT Heatwave. Welcome to the show, folks, and welcome once again back to WWE Multiverse of Media. Hello, everybody, and welcome once again on what is a red-hot day prior for all of us, whether you're in California, the Midwest, or the Great White North. Welcome to our coverage here of NXT Heatwave. This is the Countdown NXT Heatwave. You know what this is, Brian, the Superman, the Superbrand, the voice, the JMN for every great professional wrestling. Damn it, my name's Noel Foster. With me, as always, is my color analyst. This time, you're with Simply Reliable, as I have Mr. Reliable, Walter Cruz, and the man whose name on the marquee himself, Jeff Meacham. Good to see everybody out there in the chat who's watching us live. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe, comment, and tell a friend. And if you want to dictate the conversation, don't need to dictate. Super chat is truly as simple as that. That being said, gentlemen, good to see you once again. We're now removed from Money in the Bank, and now NXT takes center stage here at the same venue with NXT Heatwave. How we feel about tonight's show? Walter, I'll start with you, as once again, it's Simply Reliable back on the call. Good to see you.
Yes, it is. Good to see you, and good to be seen, as JJ says. Sucks that his job, priority before passion. Sucks that his job is taking him out of his NXT, but it's good that Jeff has a team and that can always step in. Someone's reliable as me that can always step in. But this thing is called heat wave, but god damn it, California is definitely a heat wave right now, as Jeff and I can attest to. It was 102 by 9 a.m. this morning. Where I am.
That's crazy. It's like 90 degrees here right now in Toledo, Ohio. And again, the Midwest is not ready for this heat wave. as we see Roxanne Perez and Trick Williams, of course, approaching the venue, traveling over 1,800 miles from the Performance Center in Florida to be a part of tonight's event. Of course, we have the NXT Tag Team Championships on the line, NXT Women's Championship, NXT Championship, NXT North American Championship, NXT Women's North American Championship on the line. And of course, we'll kick things off here soon enough with a women's tag team contest. And some people, it's their last shot. Other people are out here to prove a point on behalf of their mom. And one person's just trying to shut everybody else up. So it should be a red hot night of hot, fiery action regarding the madness that occurred last night at Money in the Bank. I'm expecting NXT to definitely leave us with a high note. Jeff, good to see you, by the way. Go ahead and give your thoughts, man. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can you hear him, Walter?
You're on mute. I think you're on. I think he's on mute.
You gotta adjust your settings. All right, that's fine. Don't worry. He'll figure it out. I'm sure he'll just say something over me at some point. Again, I love these TV spots, by the way. WWE needs to really put more work into actually graphically hyping up tonight's event. Speaking of which, why don't we just go ahead and get right into it, knowing that we're going to have kickoff action there soon. Again, Walter, I like to think, are unbiased to a degree, but you certainly seem to have some favoritism when it comes to a certain Mamacita looking to take the NXT Women's Championship from Roxanne Perez. So why don't we go ahead and slowly talk about that? Again, the Prodigy's rise back to promise, her second reign as NXT Women's Champion, as the man on the marquee figures out his technology. Roxanne Perez has truly been on another level where no one in that damn locker room can seem to stop her, and neither can anybody crossing the line from other locker rooms, such as Jordan Grace. Already, Jordan Grace, Taylor Paxley, Lyra Valkyria, Chelsea Green, just name a few victims under Roxanne Perez's second run as NXT Women's Champion. No matter what Ava Raine has thrown against her, no one has been able to upset the Prodigy. Lola Vice, of course, who upset Shayna Baszler, sorry, Big G, back in NXT Underground, has made her attentions very well known. Of course, these two have bad blood going back all the way to February, Vengeance Day, when she cast in her breakout Horny Chance. One of the fiercest strikers in NXT to cross over from the world of MMA to professional wrestling, and looking to be the first Cuban-American born NXT champion. She's got the hips that move and groove, and she's got fiery fists that can knock you out too. But Roxanne Perez always seems to find a way to win. So again, Walter, you look at the tail of the tape here, and you figure about, again, the NXT locker room. We, of course, profess the second most well-booked locker room on the Western Front professional wrestling business. You got to be realistic here, though, man. Do you think that Lola Vice has what it takes to take Roxanne Perez NXT Women's Championship?
I do, but I am a little biased because she is my mamacita. But it's one of these things that no matter who wins, I'm actually be happy as long as they put on a good match, because I can see Roxanne still winning, walking away and keeping the title. However, I just thought I'm surprised she wasn't draft. I really thought she was main roster bound. I feel like she's ready for it, and she's put in her time in NXT, but then she turned around, turned heel, and gave us this great second run, almost like a revival, if you will, like of her career. So she's on an awesome run. She hasn't had the title that long, so if it doesn't change hands, I wouldn't mind. But I just feel like they're pushing Lola right now, and she's got legit move for people. I see a lot of people commenting and talking like they don't like her spinning back fist as a finishing move. You don't watch MMA if you don't understand that. That is a legit. People have been knocked the hell out and haven't gotten up after getting hit with that move. That is a legit, real move. Let me hit you with the back of my knuckles and see if you don't wake up. If you set it up the correct way and shocking, any kind of spinning kick, any kind of spin will lay you out. So it is a legit move. But yeah, I'm gonna predict that Lola wins, but I'd be a little hurt from the bias standpoint, but I wouldn't be disappointed if Roxanne Perez still retains.
That's fair. And as we go backstage earlier today, it was Sarah Schreiber with Lola Vice, who is challenging tonight for the NXT Women's Championship after pouring her heart out regarding what her mother and her sisters have done for her to get her to this point. Crocodile tears or not, saying that's not about emotion, that's about the NXT Women's Championship. Again, one of the fastest rising stars in NXT. And to your point, spinning back fist, colors, everything, whatever you want to call it. We already talked about the torque velocity behind that move as demonstrated by Lola Vice. It was also part of the tail of the tape during her underground match with Shayna Baszler. Speaking of which, shout out to the Big Bar, Big G. I look forward to him working with you and James for your call Bloodsport, where Shayna Baszler returns home, where she was literally created the underground. And good to see you, Daniel. But the thing I look at it here is emotions. Again, it could be your greatest ally. It could be your ultimate weakness. And Roxanne Perez knows what that spinning back fist feels like. She tried to do one herself, and Lola Vice was able to catch her. But the fact that Lola already showed her best hand, pun intended, her best weapon, possibly, I do wonder if that plays in favor of the champion. And has she come up with a game plan, of course, to counter that?
Yeah, definitely probably see a couple counters. I mean, because you can kind of see it coming. You know what she uses to set it up. If you know what is coming, and the angle of someone's body when they're about to throw a spinning back fist, you can counter it. However, don't be surprised if she turns it into fakes the fist and does a knee or a spinning kick. Like, you never know. There's counters to the counters. You got to just be ahead of the game. But I mean, like I said, I'll be happy either way. But it just seems that what shocks me is that I'm surprised Lola doesn't have like a Piper Niven, like a big bodyguard. She just seems like the Shawn Michaels type that talk all that junk, do all this, but it's because she has some backup. She's able to talk junk and still back it up because of her legit MMA background. But I'm a little shocked that she doesn't have like a bigger person being like a bodyguard for her.
Well, it looks like we tried that before. Shayna Baszler, for example, the bigger, let's just call it this, bigger star, bigger MMA crossover. When we saw what happened there, it descended into NXT Underground, and Lola Vice did get the win over the Queen of Spades. For me, I think Lola Vice is out here to prove a point and stand out on her own. For a little while, she was working alongside Electra Lopez before she got promoted up to Legado del Fantasma as their running mate. And again, I think tonight Lola Vice is out here to prove a point. She's already hung with the NXT Women's Champion, as we saw in Triple Threat action. It's the first time one-on-one encounter. And I really do think, though, that Roxanne right now, there's just something about Roxanne and this new character development, this new drive and passion to preserve what she holds so near and dear, the NXT Women's Championship, that I just don't think Lola Vice right now has enough in her to take it off Roxanne. It's going to come down to who wants it the most. And we see how much Roxanne preserves that title more than Goldie was preserved by Ciampa. At the end of the day, I think it's going to be a battle of brains versus brawn. And I think that Roxanne's going to find a way to neutralize the speed and power of Lola Vice to still come out with the title. So we'll see here soon enough. Again, Daniel, for those that are tuning in for the first time, NXT Heatwave Countdown right now is on the Peacock. The actual show starts 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but there will be a kickoff match at some point. I imagine maybe like 15 minutes prior, if that. So we're just previewing the matches as we do, bring you in towards what we do here, as we'll provide our alternative commentary coverage, reactions, and keep you up in tune with the results. It's NXT Heatwave takes center stage at the Scotiabank Arena, 7 p.m. Standard Time. And that being said, there's still so much more ahead to come tonight, so much more to talk about. Again, we have literally 5 championships on the line, and Lola Vice right now, fueled by a passion to fight as hard as her mother. We'll see if it's enough. Good luck to Lola Vice, but I'm going to go against you and say, as we conclude the conversation on this match, that Roxanne Perez retains. So it's 1-1. We'll see what happens. And again, everyone's opinions matter too, but your predictions are now final as I officially close the form. So good luck to everybody here, of course, that is predicting. Now, I think right now we look at from the women's side, we talk about dominance. Let's go to the men's side and talk about who Jeff has deemed as, what's the timer at? Oh, perfect. The bad motherfucker. What about Obafemi and this NXT North American Championship? You talk about a guy that literally broke out earlier this year in January, and you talk about the previous holder that literally elevated, pun intended, the identity of the NXT North American Championship when it came to presenting opportunity. But of course, he had to relinquish it due to injury. Now he's back, and he's literally going all or done. Obafemi, the ruler of the NXT North American division. You want to talk about somebody that's on another level that also seems like an unstoppable juggernaut of power and speed, to the point he's challenging moves for dominance of the big men. Shawn Michaels makes that happen, please. Just saying, NXT NA. I do wonder, though, if the Cardiac Kid is going to suffer a heart attack or heartache here tonight in the Scotiabank Arena. Because, again, Wesley, he took on all comers. He defended this in fatal 4-ways, fatal 5-ways, ladder matches. Rarely did he had a one-on-one contest. He pushed himself further than most NXT North American champions I can remember in this company's history. But Obafemi, he has not been pinned or submitted since arriving in NXT. What does Wesley need to do to neutralize that? This almost feels like, on paper, you can't bet against Obafemi, but also a metric you can't measure is heart. So what's your take on this, Walter?
I don't know what he needs to do. He needs to duplicate himself. There needs to be 3 or 4 Wesleys to take down Obafemi because
now let's try to do that. It didn't work.
Yeah. But I don't see I really don't see Obafemi losing. All due respect to Wesley, I like him, but I think it's time for him to move above this title and start getting into the main title. I think he's putting in the work. He's coming off injury and everything, but I think it's time for him to step up and start challenging for the NXT title, and then within the next year, probably move up to the main roster. So they're putting a lot of emphasis into this as his final shot. So, like, is that a little clue as to what's going to happen? So I think Oba retains, and Wesley doesn't have any more title shots, and he starts going after the main title. So something's got to give because, like you alluded to, the whole Moose and Oba thing. I need to see that. Take my money. So he needs to keep that title in order for that to make you title for title and just mean more. So I think for the future, Oba's going to hold this title for a while. He might have to relinquish this eventually, like instead of be beaten for it, because I really have no idea who can beat this man.
Let's look at the track record of Obafemi for that matter. Dijak, Josh Briggs, Gallus, Joe Coffey, just to name a few. He has taken down some of the biggest threats and imposing figures possible in and out NXT and WWE too. But again, Wesley, he's the kid you can't count out. Cardiac Kid for a reason, also known as a rascal. You talked about maybe cloning. You do wonder if he may need some help from some friends from the other side to maybe beat Obafemi. And I almost compare the NXT North American Championship to the Workhorse Championship. But what I like about Wesley's mindset, he could have been involved in that battle royal to pursue challenging for the NXT Championship, but he didn't want to. He holds this title up to a higher regard and feels it's more important and has unfinished business with it. Because again, his run was abruptly ended. So, but how do you overcome when you look at on paper a tale of absolute power versus the highest velocity? It's really hard to bet against Obafemi. And I think I agree with you that right now I just don't see this ruler losing his seat on his throne in the NXT North American division. What's his catchphrase? It doesn't matter what you put against me, what challenges may be ahead, the result remains the same. And I think it does remain the same with Obafemi retaining. And just going real quick to check on some comments here. Sandy, good to see you. She's watching Japanese version of Power Rangers. I'm sure the Tub will appreciate that. Shout out to my TNA correspondent, the Tub. Please follow her at Rangers of Wrestling. Daniel with a little take here. Wesley may need some friends from TNA Wrestling to support. Maybe a Rascals reunion for works this NXT TNA crossover. Well, if you've been watching TNA like I have, there might be more to that than meets the eye, considering Charlie Dempsey crossed the line, and he will be in action this week on TNA against Zachary Wentz as we continue to see NXT versus TNA. It's a party right now in the business where everybody's invited and coming to play against one another. Speaking of which, stay tuned for our coverage here at the Multiverse of Mia. The next time we cover WWE will be the biggest party of the summer, SummerSlam from Cleveland, Ohio. That will be Saturday, August 3rd. Stay tuned for more details on that regarding city predicting, coverage, and also who might call it. I still haven't decided if I'm going to it. But SummerSlam comes us from the Cleveland Browns stand this time, Saturday, August 3rd, 2-hour kickoff as always. So stay tuned for more details on that. Well, that being said, as a producer man figures out stuff, and again, always appreciate Jeff Meter. Just want to show some love to Boss Man as always. To answer a question real quick, he put in the private chat, fatal 4-way is first pinfall or submission. It is not elimination. So anyway, again, folks, thank you for tuning in. And again, if you are wondering, this is our alternative coverage, bringing you into all the biggest PLDs, pay-per-views, shows across the wrestling business. We do this for WWE, NXT, AEW, TNA, Ring of Honor, and sometimes New Japan Pro Wrestling, and even span out further to independent wrestling, as we'll cover Prestige Wrestling this coming Friday, and also Walter Cruz and Stat Boy Mikey at the Sports Bar with Dory Lou. We've also expanded coverage to combat sports, including UFC, blood sport, the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, and the NHL. So again, if you are a fan of sports or combat sports or just the word sports in general, the Multiverse of Media has you covered here 24/7, 365 all the time. That being said, hi Jeff, did you figure your stuff out?
I'm probably going to sound like I'm in a wind tunnel because of the mic issues, so I'll be on screen very minimally today.
Okay.
But
I got you.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody who tuned in last night. I know not everybody was fond of the Money in the Bank card. There was a lot of disparity online. I thought it was a good show personally. I thought it was what it was. It definitely sucked the people in, and I think that this show is going to be in the same vein. People for the most part seem to really enjoy Battleground, and I think this show's been built fabulously. So I'm looking forward to watching Peacock do its thing over here while I watch you guys do your thing over here and help direct it. So have a fun call.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Jeff. Well, that being said, we've 2 matches down, and while we do have a kickoff doesn't really have much, but it's more of a women's grudge where you figure about maybe both are maybe to put a bid in for the NXT Women's North American Championship or the NXT Championship. So speaking of which, we talked about one North American Championship. Why not talk about the other? Let's talk about another rising star here, and Mrs. Him, for those that don't know, she is Kalani Jordan, who has already shown us her background in gymnastics really has been a difference maker for her, but she faces a different athlete of a dynamic. But I talk about athletes, I talk about, academics, I talk about accolades. This right here, nice segue, because I figured why not change the dynamic. I'm going to be remain as unbiased as possible, my integrity as play-by-play person when we talk about that match. But let's go ahead and talk about the women here because, again, we talk about one North American Championship established. We're talking about another one being established by inaugural champ. Kalani Jordan going into, I believe, her second defense now, the NXT Women's North American Championship against everyone's favorite tumbler, Hang Ten, Soruka. Of course, Soruka earned this opportunity in number 1 contendership. And it's one of those things where, again, on paper, the genesis of this title is still very young, but I also look at, again, the potential of both these women. And so Ruka has been one of the hottest rising stars since coming back from injury, especially after winning her feud over Blair Davenport. So, Walter, you look at these 2 women, similar dynamics when it comes to the background, both part of the NIL program that, of course, is establishing the future superstars of WWE. They both have a background, of course, in gymnastics, tumbling. Again, you all could look up that information via Cage Match. What's your take on this match when you look at these 2? It's also almost a mutual respect dynamic. And I do wonder with Kalani Jordan, pressure being on her as champion, could she bend her own moral will to preserve her title? Or could this be a mutually fair fought one-on-one contest where the better athlete wins? What's your take on this?
Yeah, this you just established this title. It's a brand new title. And the first thing you don't want to do is start hot potatoing it. So I don't think Soruka can win the title here because already you're starting behind the 8 ball if you're already going to switch the title after only the second defense. So I wouldn't do it. So I think Kalani wins. But I think it's a grueling close match. It's a very rare face versus face title match. So I think it's a right down the middle, no ref bumps, no controversy, right down the middle, game face by both of these, and Kalani wins. But I do think Ruka is on her way. She's impressive. I mean, she's got some of her arsenal, her whole move set is just some of the most impressive moves. And it's funny, it's like they're mirrors of each other, both being complete gymnastics, both being everything. So I think they just need to put on a good show. And the old cliche of Kalani beats a game soul, as they always say. Oh, she put in all the effort, she was game, but she just couldn't do it. So I think it's a one-off though. I think she's gonna have to earn her title match again once she gets beat.
Yeah,
But a
again,
lot of there's rumors about heels. I can't buy Soul as a heel. Her moveset alone is just it's meant to get cheered. It's meant for the audience to get behind it. So I just don't see her going heel at all either.
I mean, you look at the countdown. Look at you talked about again how close these two are in the background. Look at their friendship when it came to just working out together ahead of this match, literally using each other as balance bars for certain exercises. So again, it's also one of those things where I do think these two right now, who came in about the same time, they might know each other better than most women do have that dynamic in NXT outside maybe Cora Jade, who's still recovering from injury. But it's also, again, at the end of the day, we talk about a lot about this business. Are there really friends in it? What's most important? Booker T says himself, checks and championships. I think Roxanne Perez has obviously adopted that mechanic. But I do think behind the smiles of this graphic and what we just saw in that little Instagram reel, I think both are going to put out tonight. Absolutely. And this could be a sleeper. It's a big opportunity for them. And to your point, of course, Kalani Jordan has that beautiful top row 450, I believe, or split leg splash. And the move of WWE, in my opinion, right now is the Soul Snatcher. That freaking up and over cutter that is absolutely ridiculous that she can catch anybody out of nowhere. And she can even use the top rope for balance, as we've seen. She doesn't need to use a corner. So I think it's just going to come down to who surprises the other, despite the fact they have such mutual respect for each other. But I do think Kalani is going to retain as well.
The way she pulled the Soul Snatcher off on the ladder match for the North American title looked so beautiful. Like I was like, and I called it. I was like, I know it's coming. I know she's gonna pull that off on the ladder. Like I knew it, and she gave me what I wanted. So she's really impressive. She's really impressive, but I just don't think it's her time yet. And like I said, the title has just become established. And if you start hot potato in it, you're already behind the 8 ball.
Well, the pressure's on Kalani Jordan then to A, avoid not getting injured, and B, hold up to what it means to be a champion. The pressure is about the champion making the championship, not the championship making the champion. We say that all the time. So again, good luck to both here. I'm looking very forward to this match, but I am kind of holding out for Saruka because I do think it'll be a big what the fuck if we do get some sort of upset tonight. All right. Well, anyway, again, as we continue going down this card, Jeff did put up another graphic from earlier. Let's go ahead and talk about this match where I do think, shout out to, of course, the man who represents this brand more than anybody else here in the multiverse of media, Renegade Wrestling JJ Williams. Please follow my ROJJ Williams on the social medias. Hope you're doing well, pal. Again, keep your head up and keep the work going strong. Is there a strong enough work ethic and positive reinforcement and renewed spirit in Chase University to regain the NXT Tag Team Championships for a second time when the last time they held it for a cup of coffee? Now, Walter, I've already broken down like the last few matches here, but again, you also are my co-analyst, and you also already proved against Team No DQ, man, respect, that you actually do follow this NXT for a reason. And it sounds like to me, based on what I'm seeing, you're gesturing, you are a supported student enrolled in University. So why don't you go ahead and break down the dynamic of this match and give your thoughts? And do you see new tag champs?
I do see new tag team champs, but I think it's more of a miscommunication because they're already teasing Axiom and just like weird dissension for the weeks because Axiom is trying to say, you know, we need to focus on these tag titles. We need to focus on defending it and being a unit. Meanwhile, his partner's focusing on the Heritage Cup. He looks like he's trying to be a single star again. He's doing everything to avoid it. And he said, hey, I got you. I'm your partner. I just want to do some separate things. So I think it's a renewed rivalry between these two. We've seen it before, and they came together due to respect after a rivalry. But I think it's time to renew this rivalry. I think something's going to happen where there's some miscommunication and it costs them the title. There's some dissension. So, yes, I'm enrolled in Chase U, and I think they're going to win the tag team titles. But I also think it's going to be – it's also what they're doing at pinning and everything, but it's not themselves. It's going to be some kind of miscommunication between Axiom and why can't I think of his partner's name right now?
Nathan Frazier.
Nathan. Thank you. Frazier, yeah, there's going to be a miscommunication. Something's going to go awry. Somebody's going to duck something where they hit each other, and that's what's going to happen. That's what costs them the title. And then we're going to do another one-on-one rivalry for a little while, and someone's going to stay heel. I think Frazier's going to be the one to go heel. He just fits being a heel. A lot of the masked wrestlers aren't heel in WWE. I noticed they always get, because it's a merchandise thing. People like to buy the mask and stuff like that. So I don't think Axion's going to be the one to go heel. I think it's going to be Frazier.
And apparently Fia Hill forgot her decaf, as Chase U right now is getting their own pep rally going, preparing for, again, trying to regain the NXT Tag Team Championships. Again, David Frazier has to defend the gold against Duke Hudson and Andre Chase University. Are we in for a Rudy moment tonight at NXT Heatwave? Oh,
somebody contact JJ. Chase U has purple attire. This is not a drill.
Also, I forgot to mention, we don't know what factor Rich Holland's going to play. He's still proving himself. You know, they're reluctant to have welcomed. I mean, you know, Chase and everybody welcomed him and Chase U with open arms. But there was reluctance to get Rich Holland to join them. So maybe he has to go out there and prove himself and do something that makes them win the titles. You know what I mean?
I mean, you just saw in the backstage bit, he wasn't even there in the building. He was on the phone with them. I almost wonder if Rich Holland's even going to be tonight in Chase U's corner, as we saw Riley Osborne, Fia Hill, hyping up Andre Chase and Duke Hudson. And again, this does feel like a comeback story, from financial catastrophe to Fia Hill almost becoming toxic in her personality to being the lifeblood, the restored spirit that encompassed Chase University since its arrival in NXT. And Andre Chase has always stayed steadfast. So I don't know. It's also one of those things, though, where I look at the NXT Tag Team Championships. I thought the moment was going to happen at Stand Deliver. It didn't until afterwards. And I think it could be a similar dynamic here, as we got NXT General Manager Ava Raine, who, of course, has really elevated NXT since taking the reins of the general manager role. And again, for those that are wondering about me enrolling in Chase U and dropping out the same day too, we do not have the figures, but the man who's named the marquee can give you the stat update. They're more than halfway there at this point, but I'm still saying don't get your hopes up. Anyway, but
there's always scholarships, Noah.
Don't give them ideas. Oh, fudge it. You already did. Waltart 21 with a freaking $5 super chat. Appreciate that. You know how you win the title and prove yourself? You go one-on-one with the Undertaker. Outfitting. I can make a Teddy Long impression during a tag team match. Players, that's my player, dog. Anyway, but you went with Chase U as new champs. I still feel like right now, with the dynamic of dissension building in David Frazier and Axiom, I just don't know if they're going to pull the trigger here. I mean, Stand and Deliver is the NXT's biggest show of the year. Let's just put it out there. Heatwave, maybe not as big, but maybe they actually will create a teachable moment. So as much as I hate to freaking agree with all of you regarding anything Chase U, for the point with how close we are all in the NXT league, this is the first match, or not take that back, third match, I'm going to agree with you. I will say Chase U becomes new tag champs and immediately lose them this week on NXT. But I'll say that they get the moment tonight. And as far as generic Power Ranger, former inaugural Heritage Cup winner, and David Frazier, also proprietary holder of the Heritage Cup, yeah, I definitely see a one-on-one fallout with them as soon as NXT. Well, folks, again, we're just getting closer and closer to the actual show, taking airways. NXT Heatwave Countdown continues to unfold. Coming up next shortly, women take center stage, tag team action. Canada's own Carmen Petrovic and Ariana Grace taking on Jessie Jane and Jasmine Nix. And that's coming up here very soon. So stay tuned. Well, anyways, we got a moment to breathe, and we gave you all some good in-depth discussion on what's ahead in NXT outside the main event, which we'll talk more about after we cover the tag team match. I think it's only fitting right now that we bring you in towards what we do at Dermot Rose Mia. So, producer man, why don't we run the watch-along trailer? Let's go ahead and hit it. If we can. I don't know if we can from it.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
And again, if that trailer did not encompass what we already do, allow me to once again remind you that we truly are here at the Multiverse Mia about all the wrestling, 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 all the professional wrestling, damn it, and other sports, including combat and collegiate. Okay, that being said, DJ Mutkeen, good to see you. Sandy, elite is such a vague term. I don't consider them elite. I don't even consider them standard to the highest degree, but I'm going to say not very.
They're not elite. They're actually decent human beings, unlike the elite.
Damn. And
It
again,
maybe it's an AP class, though.
Hey,
One of the higher classes.
I was one of 2 students in high school taking calculus AP, so I actually understand that reference. Oh, good Lord. Forget the math madness that I went through in college and high school. Kate Rayer, good to see you again. DJ Mikey, good to see you again. Good to see everybody here. Hope you're enjoying the pre-show conversation before we head inside the Scotiabank Arena at 7 p.m. Please subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Of course, we are coming off the tail end of Money in the Bank as they're hyping up SummerSlam. Of course, you saw that amongst the plethora of other events here coming up in the Gemini Watch Along event schedule for hashtag We're Gonna Die 2024. And a bittersweet symphony might await soon enough for El Compleon as Damian Priest has the King General Gunther waiting for him at the biggest part of the SummerSlam as they're doing their usual superstar spotlight. They need to figure out, and this is not just WWE, this is AEW. They need to figure out the right balance of in-ring action and outside ring filling promotion, because the amount of outside promotion non-action last night for Money in the Bank was damn ridiculous.
It was. I watched Money in the Bank earlier today because of the collision stream. I wasn't able to watch it, so I watched it. It is ridiculous. But no, we talk about this whole NXT TNA. Can we get a certain one eyebrow man bringing out his own daughter tonight?
If Santino Marella shows up here with Ariana Grace, I will walk off this stage.
I might join you just for a second. I'll just walk off.
Why are you putting that out into the universe? Santino Marella, director of authority, has enough on his plate preparing for Slammiversary. All right.
It's going to be a hell of a Slammiversary, too.
Yeah, and of course, we'll be covering that here again this week. The next time we got, of course, the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament Finals. Then we got Prestige Wrestling, and that's just this week alone. As now we are hearing from the chairman, Sean Spears, Canada owned. And that being said, there is literally only one match left to talk about. Let's go ahead and talk about the main event here a little bit. For the NXT Championship, fatal 4-way action, first pinfall submission, of course, leaves with the title. We have, of course, Trick Williams, the leader of the Whoop That Era, defending against Chairman Sean Spears. You might remember as the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger. Also, All Eagle Ethan Page, who, of course, already faced him at Battleground, lost. But Ethan Page did pin the number one contender from the Battle Royale, Bounty. Javon Evans, the youngest athlete right now at 20 years of age in the NXT locker room, pursuing his first NXT championship. And, of course, Sean Spears, with the biggest what the fuck moment in NXT this year, pinned Trick Williams to earn this opportunity. I did not think Sean Spears was going to do that. We talk about this a lot here. In Fatal 4-Way and Triple Threat, you always have that person you know is going to be the fall guy. You also know you got the buffer, the continued storyline. what Melo and Trick was, I could see Javon Evans and Trick being that to come. But that has to involve them getting over the two Canadians here, Sean Spears and All Eagle Ethan Page. For me, this is a means to an end and to set up for something else. And of course, there is no disqualification. There is no count-out. Fatal four-way rules. First pinfall submission wins inside the ring and leads with the title. I just feel like right now that Trick Williams is still very young in his run since beating Ilya Dragunov for this at Spring Break-In. And it does feel like, to me, this is almost one of those matches where I'm like, I don't even know if this needs to main event, but I know it will because, again, you got two Canadians in it. It's just a matter now of who do you eliminate from the NXT title picture. I mean, Ora Mensah has been trying to take Ethan Page out since the get-go, since they took out Noam Dar. The one thing I'll thank Ethan Page for. Thank you for that, by the way. And I do wonder if he's going to show him and cause Ethan Page here. Sean Spears has his own fair share of enemies, and I do wonder if the chair might be his downfall. And then you got Javon Evans, who's still very untested and unproven in NXT for those that follow him from DPW. So, again, Walter, you look at this field, level of experience, you look at the hunger. I mean, what's your take on this overall?
Yeah, this was originally supposed to be a one-on-one between Trick and Javon. I wonder if the creative team and the booking just said they don't think it's enough to carry this pay-per-view, so they added the other two to do a fatal four-way. Or is it a way to get the title off the champ without pissing off the fans because he's not the one that's going to lose? So I was really, really hesitant with this one. I'm going to say Trick retains, but I'm not as confident because there's a reason they brought Ethan Page to the company. He might get this title just by pinning Sean Spears or Javion. He doesn't. That's the thing with Fatal 4-Ways. That's why I asked if it was an elimination, because if it was an elimination, I would have said Trick all the way, 100%, no doubt. But I have a little bit of doubt here because the champ is at a disadvantage here. He's only got a 1 in 4 chance, a 25% chance of retaining. Whenever you're the champ walking into multi-man matches like this, you're at the disadvantage. No matter, I don't care if you're 6'4" and you got everyone running. You're running the company. You're 240 pounds or whatever, pure muscle and everything. There's something going on here, and I'm gonna stick with Trick, but I wouldn't put it past Ethan Page to win by pinning Sean Spear or Javion. I think Javion's too young. He's 20 years old. He's got a hell of a lot more to prove himself. He does all the high-fly moves. People like him. The company's behind him, but it's just way too early in his career to get the title, like to literally leapfrog everyone like that. And so I just can't see him. Sean, I feel like he just was brought back to be a veteran to teach the younger people, not really here to have individual accomplishments and getting titles and things like that. I think his presence was just brought back to be that veteran leader. So it's not about championships with him. So it leads only Trick and Ethan to me. So I wouldn't be shocked if Ethan pins Sean and gets the title that way, and then Trick has a gripe and says, I didn't lose it, but I'm going to go with Trick.
Yeah, it just feels like to me right now the Whoop That era is still in its genesis as we now go inside Scotiabank Arena for in-ring action. Kicking things off around the countdown is the women of NXT. Tag team action unfolding as we see Jessie Jane and Jasmine Nix, the girl with the meanest Pele kick right now I've seen in the business, has really won with it, making their way to the ring. And of course, these two have made nothing but enemies since aligning with each other. And of course, taking Chase U for our advantage with that calendar sale. And the thing, originally, Walter, Jessie Jane was trying to bring Thea Hill underneath her wing. Of course, one of the most longest, notorious NXT women's tag team champions right now with a reconstructed nose. I don't know if you necessarily call her grotesque, but she does have the same plastic mask given to her by one Cody Rhodes. And again, still as mean as the day is long with that boot to the face, Gigi Dolin, get well soon. But it feels like to me that these two, they're just out for one thing, ruining two Canadians' homecoming.
Yeah, I think that's why they came together. I was going to say it's interesting that she actually got the present from Cody Rhodes and actually started using it.
As a weapon.
You know, most heels would just be like, who cares? Don't give me that. I don't care. But yeah, use it as a weapon. I feel like she might be doing the old nose is fixed, but I'm going to still carry this as a weapon. The old, Bob Orton trick with the cast. It's not necessary anymore. But if the ref ain't gonna say I can't have it, why the hell not use it? But yeah, I think they're gonna ruin the homecoming here. That's their whole reason for doing this.
And speaking of homecoming, here comes Carmen Petrovic, of course, a black belt, and her tag team partner. Here she is, Miss NXT.
Her reluctant partner. Did you see the way she gave her that fist bump? She's like, ah.
Toronto's own. We saw last night Toronto's own Chelsea Green stole the show, but she still ended up on the losing side. You almost wonder if Lightning's going to strike twice, unfortunately, for Ariana Grace. And again, folks, that is indeed the daughter of one Anthony Corelli, Santina Morella. Oh my gosh.
So, is this a princess and a ninja?
It sounds like a Disney
or a samurai.
It sounds like a Disney movie waiting to happen. Well, considering that Carmen Petrovic has a katana that she would love to stick where the sun don't shine, or go straight down the middle, Samurai Jack style, against one of the two opposition, I wouldn't put it too far behind her. And again, we talk about what this match could lead to with the fact that we have Isla Dawn and Alba Fire as the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Maybe either of these teams might put in a bid towards challenging for those titles at some point down the line. But I also do consider the dynamic we've seen as of late developing with Carly Bright Wendy Chu and Tatum Paxley, and also Fallon Henley, who I feel like might be in the good graces or supports Jasmine Nix and Jessie Jane's MO as of late.
Wendy Chu scares me. The way she came back, I'm like, man, what the hell is this lady?
It's a nightmare that there's no waking up from. Bell reigns are underway here. It looks like Ariana Grace is kicking things off with Jessie Jane. Car double tie up here.
Did we talk about the whole NXT TNA? You might as well put Wendy Chu and PCO together.
No. That's a bad Walter. I mean, I personally just want to see Rosemary mix it up with Tatum Paxley, because I'll give Tatum Paxley all the respect in the world. Daphne be proud. Incredible effort against Jordan Grace for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. And of course, we know now Jordan Grace will defend that title against Ash at Slammiversary. And right now, Jessie Jane taking in her handiwork so far, taking advantage of Miss NXT. Ariana Grace, though, picking up speed off the ropes, takes Jessie Jane down. Great power showcase here with the scoop slam. Toronto's own Miss NXT.
I'm going to pause it. I think I'm a little ahead of you. Let me know when the tornado clothesline happens.
Okay, and right now, Carmen Petrovic picking up speed. Oh, God, there it is. Discus clothesline. Cover up in their leg. 2 count.
There we go.
And of course, Carmen Petrovic also endorsed by Canada's own Natalia, as we saw. And of course, these two women literally came in NXT this year out of the breakout tournament. Sweeping the leg. And of course, we talked about, again, the homecoming of these two. Their families are in attendance. But more often than not in WWE, we know what happens with WWE people in their hometown. Cover by Carmen, gets 2 count.
Carmen with her martial arts background with these kicks, man. Ouch.
Well, again, you know as well as I do how proficient the striking prowess is of MMA. It takes so many disciplines, whether it's Muay Thai, karate, whether it's jiu-jitsu, you name it. And of course, you will be covering that heavily with James Hebert when you all do Bloodsport. Oh! At the end of the month, cover by Ariana Grace, 2 count.
She kicks her in the wrong spot. They might have matching noses here.
Well, also, Ariana Grace needs to be aware of that overhead Pele kick that Jasmine Nix is capable of. We've seen Jasmine Nix literally knock people out with that move and win with it. Knife edge shot by Carmen Petrovic now, legal with Jasmine Nix. And of course, the bad blood really started with these two. And up and over. Nice mule kick there out of the corner. Taking her down with a bulldog.
Beautiful bulldog.
Covers another ring. Gets a 1 count.
Wow, she kicked out at 1.
But again, though, taking your eyes off the opponent. Jessie Jane creating opportunity here. Oh!
Nasty elbow.
Light tap made by Jessie Jane. O'Connor roll and Jessie Jane taking advantage with the net breaker setup.
Come on, ref, do your job. Get her out of the ring.
Well, technically, Jessie Jane is legal, and Jasmine Nix is, of course, not legal. But it doesn't mean, again, you can bend the rules to your will. And again, we got to consider who Jessie Jane is. Former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, Toxic Attraction. So she knows how to play the game. Cover gets a 2 count. Take a look at this, by the way. The replay, the O'Connor roll, and the setup. Beautiful net
Boom.
breaker. And right now, the match back in control of the away team.
Sort of a standing hip attack there in the corner.
And a high right now boot underneath the jaw. Drop kick! They didn't get all of it, but got enough of it to take Carmen Petrovic off her feet. And again, these women are still in the genesis of their WWE careers. Heck, nice cannonball.
Yeah, I was going to say they're in the genesis, but beautiful teamwork. Frequent tags in and out. They're doing what the essential tag team wrestling is.
Well, on one side, but again, Jessie Jane and Jasmine Nix have established that relationship. Carmen Petrovic and Honor Grace are just here for a homecoming attraction, and they're hoping to leave it with a smile. To your point, with that awkward backstage meetup in Ava Rain's office to make this match official, where Carmen Petrovic was not only looking for a homecoming, but for revenge against these two. Of all people to come to her aid, Ariana Grace, just so random.
It's just to get the pop in Toronto. We know what it really was.
Well, many people say that Ariana Grace and Chelsea Green should be a tag team, and I gotta admit, I kind of agree. Right now,
a pageant Karen.
Damn it, Walter! Cover 2 count. Pageant Karen. Coming to a TV near you, the alternative from America's Next Top Model.
I wouldn't put it past Grace jumping off the apron and just leaving Carmen, though. Like, she's a heel at heart.
Is she really? I mean, at this point, Ariana Grace is kind of like a sentimental favorite to the NXT universe. She's garnered that level of respect. Oh, nice counter there. Nearly pinning Jasmine Nix down. And, man!
Ouch!
Ties him with that back elbow. Cover for the win. 2 count on Carmen again. And Carmen desperately needs to make a tag.
Yeah, she's been in the match for at least 5 minutes, just getting double teamed.
And speaking of which, looks like Jessie and Jasmine looking for another double team suplex. Carmen lands on her feet, though, able to escape.
I was going to say, speaking of double team.
Able to get out of the back doors, takes the rope out. Jasmine extends to the outside, cross through Jessie Jane, now looking for the tag, trying to reach out. Jessie Jane, though, bringing her back towards center. Up kick, though, creates separation, and there's the tag to Miss Grace!
Hot tag.
And quite literally.
What's your countdown at? I'm at 9:30.
I'm literally at that, dude. 9:27, 9:26, 9:25. We perfect, bro. And the elbow strike now. Rising knee strike. Hot tag indeed for Toronto's own right now. Oh, look at this. All right, Grace out of the corner of the second row. Drops the elbow to the spine. Here's the cover. Shoot the half kick out.
The pageant wave into an elbow.
And barely got the win there. Jawbreaker, though, by Jessie Jane. Creates separation. Blind tap made by Carmen Petrovic. And again.
Now, why would Carmen tag herself back in? You just got it off.
I'm not sure how wise that is, but wait a minute. What is this? And off the ropes, a heart attack.
Oh!
Petrovic at the cover. Hook on the far legs. Win Toronto. And Jasmine
too close to the
with the save.
I was going to say she might be too close to the rope. She was within arm's reach, but it was a save anyways.
And this is breaking down right now. Ariana Grace sent the outside. Carmen Petrovic once again legal. Jessie Jane still legal. Caught on the ropes. Oof! And ripped down by her hair.
I don't like the way Ariana landed. She landed kind of hard there.
Uh-oh. Sweep of the leg. Oh, and that boot follow through.
Out!
Next with the cover, and Grace saves the matchup. About a half second away from Jasmine Nix and Jessie Jane ruining this homecoming. What's been a very game tag contest here on both sides here. Nice cold breaker by Ariana Grace.
Beautiful.
Ooh. You just got level with that kick, though, by Jasmine Nix. Went for that high kick. The roll for O'Connor, roll, bridge, got the tights, the reversal by Grace and Carmen Petrovic, and Grace and Petrovic with the win!
Grace literally grabbed her hair and reversed the move.
Unbelievable!
Well, I'm 0 for 1, I guess.
Well, I'll be damned. Ariana Grace and Carmen Petrovic, the strangest of allies, with the win. Canada wins.
Can this be the start of something beautiful?
Well, I mean, what a moment, to say the least. To your point, you saw the reverse roll through, Grace on the outside, just enough momentum change for Carmen Petrovic to roll up Jasmine Nix. Jessie Jane unable to make the save.
I honestly thought that the reason they were that close to the ropes is so that Jasmine can grab the rope to cheat, and it was so that Grace can rope reverse the pin.
Well, what a moment.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Ariana Grace and Carmen Petrovic. What a
Uh-oh.
homecoming.
Going backstage here with the tag champs here.
David Frazier arriving late to the venue, as we heard earlier. I mean, again, we talk about formation of women's tag team. You literally might have seen the formation of another tag team while you're potentially talking about the dismissal of another tag team.
Yeah, I mean, Nathan Fraser just pushing it off, saying travel is a nightmare, fans bothering him.
I mean, I've been to Canada, so I mean, when you cross the Mackinac Bridge, he's not too far off.
Yeah, I've been to Canada as well. I've been to Montreal and Toronto. It is horrible.
Well, again, to your point, as we get ready here for the main show, that was some great women's tag team action. Congratulations again to Ms. NXT and the black belt herself. Ariana Grace and Carmen Petrovic beat Jessie Jane and Jasmine Nix via roll-up on Jasmine Nix, thanks to an assist by Grace on the outside. I'm really surprised by that.
I as well. The reason I said it the way I said it, I know you got the reference. I said, could this be the start of something beautiful? It's because her whole gimmick is the pageant thing, but we might get the formation of a new tag team. It's too bad that the NXT women's tag titles were unified on SmackDown. They might as well have just kept them with NXT. I don't understand why they did that.
Yeah, well, again, WWE and logic still has a flaw in its system, and it always will. Brother B.R.A. Cortez, representing Sports Entertainment. Yeah, we're doing well, and things are definitely heating up here. I mean, we were literally writing off Ariana Grace and Carmen Petrovic from the get-go. Boy, did I just eat some humble pie. Congratulations.
Yeah, me as well. I definitely got that pick wrong. I'm starting behind the 8 ball, as I said about the hot potatoing. So now I'm starting from behind.
Well, again, are we going to be here for? Is that a sign for things to come? We're going to get more upsets. I mean, you said it yourself. The champion's going into a fatal 4-way match. He has a 25% chance to leave with his title. It's the ultimate disadvantage right now for Trick Williams versus everybody else in this card that's involved in one-on-one or standard competition. And I do wonder why the champion would put himself in that sort of pressure. Like, what's going through Trick's mind here? He has to know the danger of this match and this circumstance.
Yeah, I mean, and the fact that going in was originally supposed to be a one-on-one, and then these two just inserted themselves into the match with the backstage shenanigans over the last few weeks, and it turned into a fatal 4-way. So you had to go into it with an entire different mindset, saying, now I have 3 opponents to prepare for instead of just one.
Well, we saw what happened this past Tuesday on NXT during that contract signing and that open summit. It was Jamon Evans and Trick Williams that planted All Ego Ethan Page and Sean Spears through tables. And it's one of those things that I fear those going in with momentum usually lose at the actual PLD4/ pay-per-view. So I'm curious if Canada works together and Canada gets more than one win tonight. Again, minutes away, Scotiabank Arena, NXT Heatwave, about to take the airways as we look one last time towards the Whoop That era, and we wonder, is it going to end tonight? We saw the rise of Trick Willie all the way for Trick Mello game after the Ascension last year in October, where he stood and delivered and beat the fire-breathing dragon known as Ilya Dragunov and usher
I sure
in
hope it
himself
doesn't
the face of
end.
NXT.
I sure hope it doesn't end because it's in its infancy. And again, if there was like a draft lowering around or it was close to Rumble, I might see him losing the title because then he can get drafted and move on to the main roster. But we're far from a draft. We're far from anything. So Trick has to stay in NXT right now. And I just can't see him losing the title. But I wouldn't be shocked if Page wins because I think that's the whole reason. It's booked in the Fatal 4-Way to create doubt.
Well, to your point again, Jamon Evans surprised the hell of us, eliminating Sean Spears last. So let's keep that in mind. All Eagles and Page was immediately eliminated from the Battle Royale, technically, when Ora Mensah attacked him before the bell rang. All Eagles and Page wasn't having none of that, though. He was out to prove a point. So what did he do? He faced Javon Evans one-on-one just to prove a point, and he beat Mr. Bouncy himself.
Don't remind me of that battle royal with Joe Hendry entrance was longer than his action in the match.
Don't remind me. No reason why I'm almost pissed off at JJ's NXT. Don't remind me.
Yeah, that pissed me off, man.
Oh, daggum. And of course, Ollie Gordon Page, heavily known out of the Canadian area, formerly involved in Evolve Pro Wrestling, one half of the North, one of the longest reigning TNA Tag Team Champions. And of course, another man heavily underrated, workhorse of the business, Ty Dillinger, Perfect 10, Sean Spears, surprised the world when he pinned the NXT champion. And of course, we see Eva Rain watching on with her assistants.
I don't
Stevie
envy
Turner.
I don't envy Ava with the job she has to do. Everybody barging in her office. I feel like Ava's the most disrespected general manager. Well, then again, we saw what Drew just did last night with the elbow.
I'm about to say he clocked Adam Pearce in the jaw. Scrap Daddy, former NWA World Champion, forgot what that felt like. But boy, did he feel that, to the point that WWE Adam Pearce made it official. Drew McIntyre is indeed, as I see that you did put that in the chat, thank you for that, by the way, has been suspended indefinitely. And of course, we'll talk more about that as we get to Monday Night Raw tomorrow night, because there's going to have to be some repercussions regarding Drew McIntyre's, as I imagine, CM Punk's involvement in another championship affair when he's not 100% medical clear. But again, tonight it's not about that. It's about NXT. And we're wondering if Trick Williams is still the face that's going to run the place, and if we're going to whoop that Trick.
I just realized how much history can be made today. If Randy Orton's record can be broken by 4 years.
That's true.
Yeah.
If Javon Evans wins tonight, he will officially become the youngest champion in WWE history.
I think he even beats the French guys. What's it? Rene Dupree.
Rene Dupree.
Yeah, he was at 20-year-old tag title champion, right? Was he 20 or 21?
Yeah, the La Resistance. Yes, exactly.
I think it was 20, but David, if you go for the months, he's slightly younger than that, so he would have the all-time record.
And it's one of those things also where, again, folks, we have so much coming up here. Different motivation to be on the watch-along schedule. You look at the grid of everything that's to come ahead, just to bring you in tune before the heatwave takes center stage. We'll be back here Wednesday for AEW Dynamite, the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament Finals for the men and women. And, of course, following that, we'll be back here Friday for Prestige Wrestling, a show that you can follow with us for free on YouTube as they bring us Combat Clash PDX. Wrestlers include, but not limited to, Masha Slamovic, Athena, Kylie Ray, Alex Shelley, Shelton Benjamin, just name a few familiar names, Danhausen, Alan Angels, Evil Uno, Timothy Thatcher, Roderick Strong. It's going to be a hell of a card. So stay tuned for more on that. And that's just coming up this week here in the Multiverse of Media. We'll want to watch on trailer again later, but also later on as we look at the other companies. The next time we're back here with watch-along coverage will, of course, be for TNA Summiversary, which, of course, will emanate from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Canada's getting everything this month here in July. And, of course, that is Saturday, July 20th. And then after that, we, of course, will transcend into hell on AEW. That is Blood and Guts. Team AEW versus the Elite, and so much more to come. Wednesday, July 24th, 8 p.m. Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. And then following that, we'll go to Honor with Ring of Honor for Dishonor, Friday, July 26th, 6 p.m. Standard Time, and 3 p.m. Pacific. And that finishes out July for wrestling. But, Walter, you finished us out with UFC action on July 27th.
Yeah, live from the O2 Arena in London. Oh, man. Edward's home country, hometown. Well, I think he's from Manchester, but his home country. And does Bilal Muhammad come in and take the title? And does Aspinall, who already beat Blades, does Blades come back for vengeance and win that title? It's going to be a hell of a card there.
Not to mention, you and James and possibly the big Bala for the Queen of Spades, especially, will be covering, once again, Josh Burnett's Bloodsport, which already includes Shayna Baszler, the Creed brothers, and the girl with the pink kick, Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling's own Miya Yamashita, as you cover Bloodsport 11. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is everything coming up for July. But in the meantime, WWE and the Gemini Blood of Mia brings you from the Scotiabank Arena NXT Heatwave. Welcome to the show. It's been a red hot weekend here for the professional wrestling business as of late as we conclude this Canadian exposure tour in downtown Toronto in the shadow of the CN Tower. Welcome to NXT Heatwave. Welcome everybody to the show. I am the Seminole Foster with you tonight. We are Stay Reliable. I have Mr. Reliable Walter Cruz. Thank you all for tuning in to our alternative commentary coverage of tonight's PLE 2. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. And again, if you want to dictate the conversation, don't need to dictate. Kathleen Stewart, Jeff Never, Greg Cherry Brand, Super Chat, as simple as that. Of course, we see Ethan Page coming here tonight. Canada's own will be a part of the main event. His second chance now for the NXT Championship. And speaking of which, there is the man himself looking to whoop that trick once again here at NXT Heatwave, going into his second PLE main event showcase. What
are we opening up with?
Well, those green, purple, and blue laser lights mean one thing. Cardiac Kids arrive. We're walking on the west side. Campaigns off of the NXT North American Championship.
Of course, with his anime-inspired ring gear.
Hey, I'm for it.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to the show. That being said, before we get into the initial festivities, Walter, good to have you on the call as always. Are you ready to go tonight? We represent NXT.
I'm ready. We're not Seth Rollins, but I'm ready to burn it down during this heat wave.
Well, you're out there in California. I'm here in the Midwest in Toledo, and they're up there in Toronto. So it's going to be a red hot night once again here for WWE as they bring our latest NXT PLE Heatwave. And of course, Wes Lee looks to bring the heat tonight and bring back home to him on the west side the NXT North American Championship. Of course, he qualified for this match, beating Joe Coffey one-on-one, but also the caveat is he's out to prove a point against the ruler where he loses. He cannot challenge for this title again as long as Obafemi is champion. And Obafemi has not been pinned or submitted since arriving in NXT.
Yeah.
It's all or nothing for the Cardiac Kid. You literally might have to stop this man's heart from him becoming champion again.
And who knows, he might have been medically cleared, but your bodies tend to, injuries are iffy. You never know if he's actually really 100%.
Yeah, I know one guy that's always 100%. That says the result remains the same from Nigeria. Here is the ruler of the NXT North American division, Obafemi.
That's a big, big man. That is one big mother.
Now you can say it. I trust me. I understand the dominance and the size of the ruler, pun intended.
Mm-hmm.
I talk about Jordan Grace being a juggernaut. This guy's a physical anomaly.
What does he run? Noah, he's got to be at least 6'7". What's he run? 6'7"?
He is 6'6", 310 pounds. He has been the NXT North American champion now for 181 days, going into his 7th defense tonight, already overcoming Dragon Lee, Lexus King, Brooks Jensen, Josh Briggs, Dijak, Ivar, and of course, we saw at Battleground triple threat action with the Iron King Joe Coffey, Gallus assists, and Wes Lee. I mean, we're looking at the weight differential here. Here's a weight differential for you folks. Wes Lee is 130 pounds lighter than the champion. A tell of a tape that doesn't do it justice when it comes to the size. But again, the speed dynamic might serve Wes Lee here as the ultimate weakness against Obafemi. To conquer the ruler, can Wes Lee find a way to do the unthinkable? The reigns were underway. Oh boy. I mean, again, what does it take to upset a ruler? We've already tried armies. We've already tried unique alliances. You've already tried throwing this man through a table countless times and trying to remove him from the equation. There's been no sort of weakness shown in Obafemi's game since arriving in NXT. Oof. Nice sweep of the leg there by Obafemi here in the early going. Of course, right here, Wesley knows what he's in here dealing with. Despite the fact, to your point, he came back from injury back at spring break-in April. Wesley, by the way, 29 years of age, 5'9", 189 pounds. Oof. And teeing off with these body shots here. Oh, but Femi again, unfazed. Oh,
it's about
Lord.
7 inches in height difference. And almost 100 pounds.
Well, I will give Wesley credit, though. He's showing no signs of intimidation against this imposing anomaly as Femi having his way with his opponent.
He literally threw him in the corner like paper.
But again, Wesley, that speed advantage right now. Ooh, might be playing towards his strength. Oh,
Wesley being smart, you gotta take out the tree trunks of someone this big. So he's attacking his legs right now.
A little bit of a stutter step there on the bottom rope, but he did catch him with a kick. Lands on the apron, sprains up. Femi catching him though. And Lee right now is in trouble as the power of the ruler is taking over.
I thought he was going for a windmill backbreaker, and then he just picked him back up and put him on the top rope.
And knocks him sideways down to the floor.
Yeah, that's at least a 15-foot drop.
Wesley, of course, though, nobody to shy about. Former NXT North American champion, 269 days. Take a look at this, though. Boom!
Big right hand, man.
And Wesley went through, get this, 12 defenses before having to relinquish the championship and his rematch against Dominic. Outlasting. Yeah. Uh-oh. And the Cardiac Kid right now. Oh, my God!
Holy hell.
What the fuck?
That was almost like a release F5, Noah.
That literally was that. He pizza tossed the man over his head. Look at this.
As you take a look at the replay. What do you think, Noah? 15 feet in the air?
Give or take. I know they use the metric system in Canada, but holy hell. Oh, my God.
Yeah, the crowd saying, holy shit, definitely.
I don't blame them. Yeah, as Jeff says, bam, motherfucker. I mean, the BMF title is the Never Boy title in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Femi might be the definition of BMF individual. Mm-hmm. And Wesley, again, driven up and over to the floor and collides face first the announce table. And, of course, Wesley overcame the likes of Camille Case, Tony D'Angelo, Dijak, Von Wagner, whatever that guy is, Drew Gulak, Tyler Bate, Joe Gacy during his run as NXT North American champion. Femi again, though, just literally having his way with his challenger. Oh, my God. Face first in the exposed steel underneath the apron goes Wesley.
Yeah. Wesley is literally under the ring, stuck.
I mean, at this point, the referee might want to stop this. Just take the count out. Wesley, I mean, again, is the title worth this?
Is Femi really going to take a count out victory, though?
Why not? An easy work day. I mean, you saw with Femi prior to this literally was taking Wesley for granted. Why work harder than you need to?
That's true.
Up to 6.
But pride, there's a reason pride is one of the 7 deadly sins. Pride might not let you take that kind of a victory.
And also pride's a foolish thing. And Wesley's pride right now going back into the ring. And again, Wesley knows it's all or nothing here. Oh, God. That running uppercut. Wesley literally out on his feet. Big backbreaker over the knee. Follow up by Femi. Again, Wesley literally challenged Femi. Wesley asked for this. He has nobody but himself to blame. But if this goes to your point, how far Wesley is willing to go for this championship, he considers this more important than the NXT championship. That has to speak to the testament of Wesley.
This isn't TNA, but I think Wesley's really willing to sacrifice his body for this title.
Well, I mean, it's been total nonstop brutality, courtesy of the ruler of NXT. Literally planting him underneath his feet and surfing him.
Stop.
Again, that's over 330 pounds driven into the spine of Wesley.
Wesley is ready to collapse, it looks like.
But he's trying to push himself up. Trying to get back to his feet. Off.
Almost a Samoan spike, but just a big right hand. forehead.
Again, all Femi's doing is just punishing this man, just beating the hell out of him. I feel like I pin him at any time and just turn him up and over with that big right.
That might be his downfall, though, Noah. It's the old saying of playing with your food.
Well, also, Cardiac Kid, you wonder again how much level of endurance Obafemi has versus Wesley. How far can Obafemi go? And maybe Wesley's trying to wear out the big man.
I don't know. Yeah, testing his cardio. Bigger men have the worst cardio.
Just throwing Wesley around like a rag doll, though. Obafemi showing no signs of weakness or fatigue. This is almost easy money for the NXT North American champion. Obafemi, of course, who won the breakout tourney earlier this year, comes to us from Nigeria and destroyed Dragon Lee in claiming the NXT North American Championship. An Irish whip to Wesley in the corner, and Obafemi right now just taking his time.
Wesley couldn't even get to the corner. He's so out of it.
Yeah, the rope's literally holding up Wesley, to your point. Obafemi, the 22nd NXT North American champion.
Uh-oh.
Again,
Tree of woe here.
About to say, there's nothing left in Wesley. He can't even use his own biomomentum to go to the corner. Oh boy.
Sit up by Wesley.
Well, right now, he's literally hung up the proverbial tree of woe, and Obafemi right now by him and locked in its crosshairs. Shout out to Steve Macklin, looking to follow in. Whoa! And sits him out of the way. That would have been disastrous. Oh, God! Kick to the side of the head, drives Obafemi's head into the ring post. And the sunset flip. This might be Wesley's opportunity to try and turn the tide of this match. Uh-oh. And now again, how do you overpower Obafemi, sending him over the top to the floor?
No, you have to outmaneuver him. A nice reversal as he tried to dump Wesley over the top rope like earlier, but Wesley moved out of the way.
So far right now. Oh, God! And
what that?
Then you were saying?
Yeah, he literally slapped his chest and knocked him down on the apron.
It wasn't even Wesley.
It wasn't even like a chop, Noah. It was just a flat hand.
It's like a gunshot going off. Oh, man. And again, the official showing, again, leniency here. And again, referee's discretion. If Wesley cannot continue on his own accord, the referee has the right to stop this. And Obafemi will retain. And this is just the start. This is our opening contest, as per usual here, usually sometimes, on NXT PLEs.
This is a
Obafemi right now. Another vicious backbreaker, just further wearing away the Cardiac Kid, the damage being applied. And now getting stretched out across Obafemi's knee. The play of the knee into the ribs and kidneys of Wesley here, Walt. This got to be excruciating.
Yeah, that's a painful hold, man. Especially when it's somebody who's 310, 330 pounds is doing that pressure on you.
Oof! And the moment Wesley was trying to get back, just got slapped down again. Covered by Oba, 2 counts.
Wesley's chest is going to end up looking like Daniel Bryan's in a moment.
Again, how much does it take to stop the heart of the Cardiac Kid? That's what we're seeing here tonight with Wesley versus Obafemi. Again, our opening contest here, NXT Heatwave, NXT North American Championship on the line. The ruler of NXT, Obafemi, defending the gold against Cardiac Kid, Wesley, the former champion. If Wesley loses, he cannot challenge for this title again.
Obi literally just playing with him. He's pushing his head, picking him up by the dreadlocks here.
But again, Wesley right now, he needs to show that pride that got him to the dance in the first place, and that knee strike to the side of the head might certainly help.
It stunned Obi a little.
He stunned him a little bit. He rocked the ruler, but now he needs to follow up, taking him down to a knee. And now here comes Wesley, teeing off against Obafemi. He's got that all out here, just drove his forearm to the side of the head.
Even kneeling, Obi looks so much bigger than Wesley.
I mean, again, the weight differential, dude. TV doesn't do this justice. But Wesley right now is lining up the NXT North American champion with this combination in the corner. Follow through DDT.
Oh, nice. Cover him.
Is it cover? Is it enough? Get a kick out at 2. But I will say this. This is the first time this match that Wesley looks like he has at least some sort of chance.
And you got to stay on it. Wesley can't show frustration. He's making a mistake now. He's a little frustrated. But you got to jump on this man and stay on him.
Well, but Femi rolling on the outside. Again, chairman's advantage here. Target like your chance to be a pin bar submission inside the ring. And again, shout out to Kathleen Steele and Regular Wrestling JJ Williams. Good to see you there, bruv. And Wesley again following up, attacking Obafemi every possible way he can around the ring with these tope suicidas, lope in between the bottom and middle ropes. Looking for it again and drives Obafemi into the announce table.
Head first. Obi hit the head first on that table.
And again, Oba back inside the ring. Championship on the line. Wesley looking to follow up off the top rope springboard. Obafemi catches him. Cut him. Wait a minute. Trying to take him down. Oba, though. Uh-oh. The power. Pop up. Jesus. Roll through right on Wesley. Hook the leg to cover. Kick out.
Wow.
I gotta admit, I'm extremely impressed by Wesley's counter offense there. No doubt if it was looking for that release power bomb. Took a moment to run. Deep look of the leg. Nearly got the title. It's a hell of a match here, as expected.
Yeah. This is a way to open up a PLE.
This is NXT. Got caught once again with a kick coming in. This is JJ's brand. Again, please follow and support Kathleen Steele's Renegade Wrestling, ROJJ Williams, folks. Love you, brother. And Wesley taking him down with a reverse Meteorosaurus, knees across the shoulder blades. Obafemi drop face first. Again, Wesley, though, how much is this taking out of him? You see him still favoring the small of his lower back. Once again, going back to the well, springboard. Oh, got caught with an uppercut. It might be over just like no. How the hell is Wesley still conscious?
The cardiac kid, pun intended, showing a lot of heart.
Boom! He got caught on that single flip up in that uppercut. That should have been lights out.
Right in between the collarbone. He literally hit him with his shoulder and his neck area.
And Wesley, again, these ropes have not been very good for the cardiac kid. That's the second stutter step, and Obafemi back in control. Uh-oh. Again, Obafemi still looks practically unscathed here, Walter.
Yeah, Obafemi looks like he just started the match.
Oh, dear Lord. What the hell is Obafemi thinking here? Scaling the ropes. Wesley on the shoulders.
Couple of elbows here, trying to reverse it.
Trying to fight back, trying to escape. And Wesley now changing position. Obafemi's on the second rope. And Wesley trying to take him over. Oh, dear God.
He's not going to go for what I think he is he?
He got caught. He got caught. Whoa!
Oh, he reversed it, Noah. I think it's Obi that hit.
Yeah, he reversed it into an impromptu DDT. Cardiac kick! Cardiac kick! Wesley cover! Lateral press! No! Are you kidding me?
I think he turned it into like an X Factor of sorts, like an Avalanche X Factor.
Exactly. And then he followed up with the cardiac kick, and Obafemi kicked out at 2.
Oh, man, that almost rips your heart right out. Wesley's got to think, what else do I have to do to put this man down?
He needs to reassess and go for broke once again. He needs to push himself further than ever before to want to become an SC Norberg champion. Big frog splash might help. Oh, dear God. Obafemi
did he get caught?
Got caught. Wesley able to escape, though. Obafemi drives Wesley and himself up and over. Wesley, though, catching himself with the ropes. I don't know how the hell Wesley is finding a way to counteract the power of Obafemi. And what the hell is Wesley looking for here? A moonsault, and Oba again catching him. Oh, dear God. Oh, no!
Shoulder breaker on the outside.
Devastating move here.
Oh, Obi knows he's in a fight here, Noah.
And he loves it. You can tell the man by the look on his face. He loves this. He may have took Wesley for granted, but he knows he's in for a war. And this is what the ruler wants. And Wesley right now, again, still fighting, catching with a kick. Double stomp.
Good competition fuels this man.
Yeah, but you can say the same thing about Wesley right now, who truly is giving his all here.
Is he going to go for the Pele kick again?
Nope, got caught. Hesitated. Up and over, though. Lands on his feet. Fatigue has been coming into play here. And a kick right to the ribs, it looks like. Trying to knock out that win of Obafemi. This might be the moment Wesley needs to capture the title once again. Hand, spring, got caught by Obafemi again. Can he counter him? Not this time!
Another sort of pizza toss.
Obliterated with that toss. How the hell does Obafemi still have this level of strength this deep in a match?
Obi feels like he's playing basketball right now.
Golly! Powerbomb planted to
It's over.
Obafemi retains.
It had to be over after that.
All hail the ruler of NXT.
I wouldn't be surprised if Moose's music hits right about now.
I would lose my shit.
No, if Moose's music hits right now, I would lose my shit.
Apologies if I break anything. But for right now, I may not trust the system, but I definitely believe in the ruler of NXT, Obafemi, with the fight of his life tonight, brought by Wesley. Still, NXT North American champion. He has to respect what Wesley brought tonight, but it wasn't enough. Let's go look back at some of the action here, Walter. That cardiac kick was Wesley's best shot here. Lateral press, and Oba still found a way to get the right shoulder up.
He got all of it too, Noah, right in the middle of the head.
And this frog splash immediately caught in a choke slam, able to counter that. Every possible way Obafemi's strength was coming to play. Wesley almost had an answer for it, but that shoulder breaker was the setup for the end. And then this release, just drop, toss. And he knew that here was over. Sit out, powerbomb. The ruler remains on his throne.
And now Wesley can't challenge for this title anymore, so one wonders what's next for him.
Yeah, what's next for both men? Obafemi will see day 182. Wesley can bid the NXT North American Championship adieu. And again, Obafemi says the same thing as always. No matter what, the result remains the same. Good God.
That was a hell of an opener, though. If that's what's in store for the rest of the PLE, we got a good one coming.
I tell you, people may underestimate NXT, me included, still sometimes. But when it comes to that guy, he reminds me exactly why I value the NXT brand. And maybe once again, that NXT North American Championship. One thing for sure, that was not a party that I'm sure that Wesley wants to be reinvited to again. But again, we'll be back here covering WWE as we continue to promote everything here. Stay tuned, folks, for SummerSlam, Cleveland, Ohio, Saturday, August 3rd. And again, I'm still wondering if I'm going to that. And there you see, of course, the home of SummerSlam, Cleveland Brown Stadium. From the city that routes Cleveland, Ohio. You still can get tickets Saturday, August 3rd. And SmackDown will also be at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse on Friday, August 2nd. Holy hell. Oh, man, that was freaking insanity. Obafemi is not built normal.
That's one hell of an opener.
Well, again, emotions running on an all-time high for Wesley, knowing that he lost in his last chance. Can Lola Vice capitalize, though, on her first one-on-one chance? As we see both champion and challenger arrive into the building, there is the prodigy, our NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez. But from the North American title to the Women's North American title, Kalani Jordan, Soruka, the best of athletic gymnastic friends, go one-on-one for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Whew. And for those that are watching on the Peacock Premier subscription, you will now see a cold opener. As, of course, we talk about what brought us here and what it means for these two women that were involved in the inaugural ladder match at Battleground. As Kalani Jordan literally just ran up that ladder to grab the NXT Women's North American Championship. Yeah, that release F5 wasn't safe. Look at your comments here real quick. Yeah, probably Emmanuel, but hey, you know, it happens. And also, you know, Walter, he might not be wrong here. We are basking in Obafemi's glory as the ruler of NXT. It does seem like he has limitless possibility.
Yeah, he might. Just please do not screw up the way you book him.
And, of course, we're talking about the collegiate background. You said yourself, we're dealing with two gymnasts here. Of course, we talk about Kalani Jordan former all-star gymnastics athlete, and now a champion here in NXT.
My back hurts just thinking about everything Wesley went. That release at 5 was ridiculous.
That was effing scary. Eat your heart out, Brock Lesnar.
Exactly. Oh, imagine Oba versus Brock Lesnar.
Check, please.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, we are talking about Kalani Jordan, who is endorsing So Ruka. Oh boy. Again, we got a moment to breathe here as we're just talking about again the athletic background of both our both challenger and champion here for this match, but also the drive and the motivation. So Ruka, of course, who has won with the ocean, loves the beach, loved to hang 10, a surfer girl.
Surfer girl, a gymnast who injured her knee doing all the athletic stuff. Still wears the knee brace.
Of course, she taught herself through trial and error. Of course, recovering from a torn when she ruptured her ACL. Multi-acrobatic national champion. An adrenaline junkie.
Once you hurt your knee, you're never really the same. No matter what fixed up, what doctor you went to, whatever, you're never really back to normal, to be honest.
Again, you talked about before, that springboard backflip cutter can literally come out of nowhere and has taken the world by storm.
Yeah, literally.
Can't be afraid to fail. It's the only way you succeed. Quoting LeBron James, one of the GOATs of the NBA. Of course, we talked about before, coming into professional wrestling with no previous experience. So Ruka has a tremendous background in acrobatics and tumbling. Came into NXT in 2022. And now looking to become the NXT Women's North American Champion. Good luck. All right.
2 title matches back to back here, Noah.
Well, considering every match tonight is for a title.
Oh yeah, that's right. Every single one. The only one that wasn't was the
women's tag on the pre-show.
I love Sol Ruka's entrance. I like everything about her too, and she makes her own gear. She literally sews her own gear together.
Really?
Yeah. There was a special on the last PLE where she made her own gear. They was showing how she did it.
So Ruka, also, of course, a native on Ontario, California, 24 years of age, 2 years in the game, 5'8". Again, we did talk about before, though, the dynamic of this match that's unique is these are two best friends. They respect each other in the locker room. They respect each other for their background in gymnastics. They respect each other for what they bring in NXT, their rise. And I do think at the end of the day, this is going to stay mutually respectful, but it has to get downright and dirty if one of them's going to come out the champion.
Yeah, sometimes being best friends of competition, it brings the best out of you. As one who has siblings, even siblings fight. So best friends are going to fight as well.
Well, here comes our NXT Women's North American Champion. She is her. It's Kalani Jordan.
It's unusual to see face for a title, but it's a relief to get a good, clean one-on-one title match.
Former artistic gymnast, by the way.
That's a good-looking title, too.
Yeah, I got to say, the red and white really comes out of that championship. Of course, came into NXT in June 2023 at Gold Rush, I believe, was the name of that show. But apparently, she was signed to NXT since also 2022.
Already showing her athleticism with that full split.
And again, I'm not going to make any assumptions as far as what's going to be the weakness or strength when it comes to both these women. Again, very similar background here. Of course, this is for the NXT Women's North American Championship. There's no history with this title, as Kalani Jordan is the inaugural champion, winning it back at NXT Battleground.
We might see a fast-paced. Both of these people can move.
The thing about this, the only difference I can say, Soruga's been involved in NXT longer than Kalani Jordan, despite the fact during her tenure so far, she's been more injured. Nice head scissors capture there. Early ongoing exchange here.
Usually wearing a brace puts a target on your neck, but will Kalani be able to dig deep within herself and actually use that as a target?
Yeah, you wonder, again, she's going to exploit that vulnerability right now. Both these women showing no signs of fatigue. And again, showing off the gymnastic background here. Nice handstand escape by Kalani Jordan. Soruga with the sidestep here. And Kalani up and around. Again, handstand escape by Soruga. Wow.
Oh, here we go. Standoff.
Yeah, this is literally gymnast versus gymnast.
Mm-hmm.
And why gymnasts don't usually compete against each other inside the ring as far as who could take the other one over and keep them down. This is professional wrestling. Side headlock takeover here by Soruga. Transition by Kalani Jordan now.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of reversals in this match.
Oh, no doubt. This is literally going to be a counter for counter match. Up and over goes Soruga. Lands on Kalani Jordan. Catches Soruga. Messy cross body, though. And finally, Kalani Jordan with the first bit of offense in this match.
I think Kalani might have been slightly compromised the way she landed on her knee.
Again, a stalemate here in what has been a flip exchange. I love this. Again, very unique dynamic here in the NXT Women's Division. More of an aerobatic approach than the physical approach. Nice flow over there into the side headlock by Soruga. Again, Kalani Jordan comes in here with less experience, but again, the pressure's on her being the champion. And she says she's ready to handle that pressure.
Soruga doing something smart. I mean, if they both are gymnasts and they run around, the best thing to do is to ground them. So she's going for submissions and headlocks.
Again, take a look at what we're dealing with here. Handstand escape, cross body, rolls off. And both these women right now in a deep exchange. Nice cartwheel escape into the attempted backslide. 2 count for Kalani Jordan.
Kalani literally reversed an X Factor by doing the handstand.
Didn't reverse that one. Second time the charm. Have Soruga hook the far leg. It's a 2 count.
That was a hell of a reversal of an X Factor, though.
Yeah, take a look at the replay here. Cartwheel escape, that X Factor initially with the handstand, springing up into a cross body, rolls off Soruga. And the second X Factor, look at the elevation Soruga got on that. Now trying to apply the pressure to the lower back and neck.
These two, you might literally think that there's springs on both of the bottom of their sneakers the way these people jump.
Kalani Jordan breaking the wrist, though. And this time, Soruga might be looking for a Romero special, her own version of a surfboard.
Mm-hmm.
Grabbing the legs.
This is one of my favorite moves that Eddie Guerrero used to do.
And of course, Rocky Romero heavily known for this. And Kalani Jordan hold up high in the Romero special, hyperextending the legs and the arms.
Look at the ring presence. She sat up so her shoulders wouldn't be flat on the ground because the ref could have counted her shoulders down on that.
And just launched her off, knowing that she couldn't hold her in that position forever. I mean, at this point, submission might be the way to go to neutralize the prowess of these gymnasts.
That's what you have to do. You have to ground high flyers.
Oof! Both these ladies know how to fly high.
Mm-hmm. That was a nice chop by Soruga.
I get a little physical here now. Kalani Jordan with the forearm exchanges. Now up and over the ropes. Deep arm drag release. That's underneath the clothesline. Kalani Jordan take over T. Harris. Whoop! And Soruga
standing Hurricane Rana.
Yeah, Soruga tumbling to the outside, quite literally. And Kalani Jordan up and over, rolling through with a corkscrew.
Wow.
These women are not afraid to put their bodies on the line.
Yeah, they're literally putting it all at stake here.
And again, you've seen it all so far with Kalani Jordan and Soruga here, giving every sort of gymnast some run for their money. 2 superstars rising through NXT. Oh! Impaler DDT by Kalani Jordan. Look at the far leg. It's a 2 count.
A jumping Impaler DDT. See, that might add a little oomph to it when you jump in the air like that.
And again, Kalani Jordan demonstrating how far she's willing to go to demonstrate why she is the NXT Women's North American
Is she
Champion.
setting her up for that bouncing leg? Oh.
Nope. Oh, it's a super kick. Caught her flush underneath the jaw. And so Ruka looking to capitalize here off the bottom rope, cross body.
Oh, I thought she was going to go for the soul snatcher.
And from the middle rope this time, obviously softening up Kalani Jordan for that, though, bringing her close towards center. So Ruka has to stay on the attack, catching up with a high kick coming in. Great displays of athleticism here by both women.
We apologize if we stuttered a little. It's hard to keep up with this.
Rainboard bomb man!
It's very fast paced.
Rainboard 450 clothesline too. No. That was impressive. Turning a 459 to a splash with a clothesline. Look at this, Walter, from the top rope.
Yeah, beautiful. 1, 2, 450, and into a clothesline. It's hard to keep up with this pace.
Well, I mean, again, they started off a little bit of a gymnastics, a one-off. It's about who could out-flip the other. And now we're getting a bit more physical here because they know it's going to take more than acrobatics to leave the NXT Women's North American Championship. They have to fight for it. They have to weaken each other. And sometimes when you're literally wrestling your friend, you don't necessarily want to bring your all out against them because you don't want to hurt them. We're going to have to see who has that killer instinct.
Oh, Kalani channeling RVD with the step over heel kick.
And looking for potentially a poison run. Takes Soruk up and over with it.
Ouch. She landed hard on her neck too, Manoa.
Kalani Jordan right now grabbing her ribs, though. You see how much has been taken out of the champion, though. And Kalani again might be looking for up and over the apron. What's this? Up the second rope. Moonsault! To the outside, wipe Soruka out. It's a complete wipeout here tonight at Heatwave.
What we said earlier, Kalani was too proud to take a count-out victory, and she went to go attack her.
Again, the pride of a champion, and also knowing, again, she is facing one of her closest friends. And you see Kalani Jordan feeling the effects of this match. Again, comparison crowd on Canner, NXT Heatwave, Scotiabank Arena for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Kalani Jordan champion, Soruka the challenger. And right now, it looks like she will take this count out.
It looks like it. She tried to pick her up, but she just couldn't because of her ribs.
Well,
she broke the count.
Again, she wants to win on the inside. I think it goes to the testament of a champion to literally pin or submit your opponent. And Soruka, what the hell is this? Oh, nice escape there. Soruka fought big PK, bending Kalani Jordan backwards.
She landed on her feet. Wow.
And this might come back to haunt Kalani Jordan. Soruka scanning her next move. What's this? Off the whoa!
Running moonsault off the turnbuckle.
Corner moonsault off the ring post. To your point, and both women down again on the outside. What has been a very even game contest of acrobatics.
No, she hit all of it too.
Referee's at 5. I do not want to see this match end on a count out though tonight.
No, not at all.
Both these women know.
Get up at 9.
Both these women know how important this is, not just for NXT, but for each other, for the NXT Women's North American Championship.
I think the ref's up to 8, Noah.
He's up to 9. He's up to 9.
9.
Ooh, boy.
Ooh. By the skin of their teeth.
And so this match will continue. You see Soruka, though, favoring the back of her head and neck. And Kalani Jordan, to your point, favoring those ribs. Now Soruka, but the fireman's carry to Kalani Jordan. Kalani finding out, though. Get to the midsection. And Soruka here. Nice escape, though, by Kalani. Hooking up Soruka. Hook of the leg. It's a 2 count.
Right back to the fast-paced action.
Shoulders down. Reversal by Soruka. Shoulders are down. And Kalani Jordan might be looking for a jackknife float over. Reversal, though, by Soruka. Shoulders down. Kalani Jordan, deep hook. Both legs. 2 count again.
I hope the ref did his cardio this week.
Again, Soruka with Kalani up on the shoulders. Kalani. Oh, man. Turn around. Powerbomb. Matchbook cover. Kick out.
She literally did a swinging power bomb and caught all of it. Kalani showing the heart of a champion, though, to kick out. Ouch.
Great athleticism and endurance here shown by both champion and challenger, and great innovation shown by Soruka. Again, both these women with a point to prove to themselves more than each other.
Soruka was smart enough to put all her weight on that cover, too. Kalani had to dig deep to kick out of that.
And so Ruka now looking for something big out of the corner, high risk district, maybe looking for the half Nelson superplex.
Yeah, that's what it looks like she's trying to set up, but Kalani not letting it happen with a couple back elbows here.
Oh, and look at where Ruka is. Ruka's down. Ruka's down. Uh-oh. Kalani Jordan, though, up top, favoring those ribs, looking for the 450 into the knees.
Oh, into the knees. Ow. Well, if her ribs weren't hurt before, they are now, Noah.
That could be debilitating here. What a contest here, though, for the NXT Women's North American Championship among two of the most dynamic gymnastics in France. Out of the corner, Soul Snatcher denied. Ripped down. Jackknife, float over, deep hook. Both legs kick out by Soruka.
Noah, Kalani literally snatched her out of the air to do that.
Yeah, Kalani Jordan snatched Soruka before she could snatch her. That just goes to show again how well these two know each other. And once again, Kalani looking for the top rope, but Soruka picking the ankle. You saw what Soruka did to earn this number one contendership. And what the hell is this? Kalani Jordan up on Soruka's shoulders, changing position, trying to take her over Poison Rana. Soruka grabbing the ropes, though. Alabama slammer. Kalani Jordan goes face first, top turnbuckle.
Now what she's going for, Noah?
Oh, no way. Uh-oh. Oh, I sense disaster. Something bad here is about to happen.
Wait, is she going to turn this into an avalanche poison Karana?
I mean, she may have to for her own sake, unfortunately. Kalani Jordan to get points!
Oh, she got it!
Avalanche!
She got it!
Poison Rana to Soruka!
Wow.
This is what you gotta do. Friend or foe, split leg, drop, cover, hook the leg, Kalani Jordan retains.
Wow.
That was an incredible contest.
This is how you elevate this title, Noah.
These two literally went tit for tat, move for move in their background too, and Kalani Jordan persevered. Both these women proved something tonight to everybody. Do not underestimate either of these two.
Did you get a blackout for like
any
a
risk.
second?
What was that, Walter?
Did you get a blackout for like a second?
Yeah, I did. Peacock sucks. So
okay.
That split leg moonsault drop was the final note needed for Kalani Jordan to put Soruka down. Wipeout. I don't know about you, Walter, but I'm definitely about these two going for round two. That was incredible. Sleeper match of the night. These two showed up and showed out. Congratulations to Kalani Jordan. Soruka, you have nothing to be disappointed about. Well fought. Tremendous match. The show of sportsmanship and respect by Soruka to Kalani Jordan. That was damn good. That was professional wrestling, damn it. Wow.
That was a defense of a title. I when they were balancing the rope, I called it.
I did not expect a dynamic match like that with two people with zero wrestling experience prior to NXT and only a background in gymnastics. That blew my expectations. That was very impressive.
If that's how they treat their friends, I would hate to be their enemy.
Right? Why am I those two? Well, as we have a moment to breather again, I hope everyone's enjoying our coverage here. And again, if you have not taken a chance on NXT, I highly encourage you to do so, as the white and gold truly shows that the future is in great hands. This new program has definitely brought forward some tremendous potential for the professional wrestling business. And you just saw two of them right there in Kalani Jordan and Soruka. Wow.
Wow. As we get a moment to breathe here.
Again, want to thank everybody that's tuning in for our coverage of NXT Heatwave. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend if you are enjoying what you're hearing. Support my friends here. Super chat, simple as that. If you want to dig to the conversation as well. Casting Studios, Jeff Beach Network, Greg Cherry brand. Again, I am Seminola Flowers. I represent the Simple brand. He's Walter Cruz. He represents the Rage of Wrestling. Please support all the friends here at the Multiverse of Media as we have a moment to breathe. We are 2 championship matches in, 2 successful defenses. And there are still, 3 more championship matches to come. Tag title, women's title, and of course the NXT title. As NXT Heatwave continues to unfold here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The next time we cover NXT is yet to be officially scheduled. But again, you know what's ahead on our watch-along trailer. As we have a moment to breathe, just want to take away, again, what Jeff said. Thank you for those that tuned in over the last week for our coverage of AEW Beach Break with Dynamite and Rampage, as well as a simulcast last night with Collision. Appreciate all of you. And, of course, thank you for those that tuned in to our coverage of Money in the Bank. Again, we saw Money in the Bank, of course, Miss Money in the Bank, Timothy Stratton. Mr. Money in the Bank was Drew McIntyre, who got punked for the 3rd time. Damian Priest still holds the World Heavyweight Championship. And, of course, Solo Sikoa, bootleg Bloodline. Check out that 2, though. Incredible debut. Solo Sikoa pinned Cody Rhodes and basically officially, I think, called his shot now for the undisputed WWE Championship. And the ultimate underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn, has to retain his Intercontinental Championship against Braun Breaker. Go ahead and look at some of your comments here real quick. And Walter, go ahead and talk your thoughts.
That had to be the biggest surprise of the night. It was a clean win. I thought it was going to be shenanigans. I picked Sami to win, but I thought it was behind shenanigans. It was pretty much clean.
It's one of those things where, again, if you're going to beat somebody, beat one of the best, you should definitely do it at your best and on your own. And Braun Breaker came this close. So I think he was protected in defeat because you look at Sami Zayn post-match, though, he wasn't celebrating. He wasn't all smiles. He knows he was going for the war, and the war's going to continue as long as he's Intercontinental Champion. And he knows he's going to have Braun Breaker coming after him again, too. I don't know if he's going to be ready for it.
And also, if you missed it because you were watching the watch along of Money in the Bank, go through the archives of all of our channels, and you see our watch along of Collision, which was a good Collision from AEW, where we had the finals of the Owen Hart tournament determined. We had a couple of impromptu, non-scheduled matches.
As they do.
It was a good Collision, yeah.
Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these comments here. As again, WWE needs to learn how to balance wrestling and promotion and branding. Let's see here. So Ruka's impressing me. I agree, Big G. This is going to be, wow, Big G officially on board. This is going to be my NXT, damn it. I'm thoroughly impressed. I got to say, Big G, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. The white and gold is restoring the feeling of why we bought into the letters NXT, especially this women's division. That was just effing incredible. Kalani, let's see here. The nil is going to be good. Daniel. Yeah, this next in line again. It really shows how they are shaping the future from ground zero quite strongly. And I definitely look forward to calling Back to Berlin with you, Big G, where we might see that King General's crowning moment. And Matt, we're doing very well tonight. You know, it's funny, Walter. Last night, there is no doubt a lot of animosity, a lot of fractured egos, a lot of heat brewing more than the heat wave that's facing America and Canada and Toronto. But I think it's safe to say October 5th, we are definitely going to see some blood shed because, folks, believe it or not, WWE is returning to a classic, the anniversary of a classic. October 5th from Atlanta, Georgia. Get ready for the return of Bad Blood. And we will be coming here to the multiverse of media as the fall continues to unfold, to be continued. So stay tuned for more on that.
Literally what, Noah, 27 years to the date?
Exactly. Again, Saturday, October 5th, Atlanta, Georgia hosts Bad Blood. You get your tickets, of course, starting Friday, July 19th. It will emanate from the State Farm Arena. And for those that don't know, that's also the hometown of the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, and it's literally the exact date where we saw the debut of Kane, where we saw that first Hell in a Cell between Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. And we've seen a lot of blood that Shawn Michaels shed that night. So how much bad blood are we going to see boil over on October 5th?
Now, again, you wonder who's going to make it to October 5th unscathed after what we saw last night on freaking Money in the Bank. And again, Drew McIntyre has been indefinitely suspended by Adam Pearce after literally back elbowing him in the jaw.
Yeah, well, you can't put your hand on an official, so you can't put your hand on the general manager either.
Yeah, I'm about to say, between officials and Adam Pearce, Wade Barrett literally saved Drew McIntyre from being fired, in my opinion. Good grief. Anyway.
They're showing something. What happened on Twitter? They're showing Joe Coffey.
God Challenge, boys on top. Earlier tonight, speaking of who was on top, I think this shocked everybody. Carmen Petrovic and Ariana Grace. You see the O'Connor row by Jasmine Nix rolling up. Carmen Petrovic deep. Ariana Grace reversing the momentum. Deep hook of the legs. Sit out on the pin. And Carmen Petrovic pinned Jasmine Nix as the two Canadians came home and left with a victory. We go
What's that old
in
saying,
ring.
Noah? This may be the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Ivy Rand apparently agrees. Could come out there by herself. She's such a drama queen. Oh, Lord. What? Ah.
Just use your eyes. I was the real MVP.
And apparently she's saying that's the last time we're going to tag together. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Well, hey, from tag team to singles competition, why not? This Tuesday NXT, Carmen Petrovic, Ariana Grace, one-on-one.
Well, never mind the beginning of a beautiful thing. Yeah, I mean, take that back.
Hey, Walter, catastrophes can be beautiful. Just ask Julia. Just saying.
But hey, literally our tag team champions started off as rivals and out of respect came together. So maybe this will happen again.
Well, again, we talked about the story when it came to her mom. You see Lola Vice getting ready for the ultimate opportunity in her young wrestling career. As you see all Ego Ethan Page getting taped up. And you wanted to know if Ethan Page will that all ego lead him finally towards NXT Gold and taking the spotlight Trick Williams worked so hard for.
There's something about that smile I just don't trust, Noah.
I don't trust this. I don't trust this at all.
Again, to your point earlier, Rich Holland is not out here.
Well, as we continue to unfold here, and again, I'm going to hold my decorum as play-by-play commentator. Time for the NXT Tag Team Championships as Chase U arrives in the Scotiabank Arena, looking to hold the biggest pep rally possible. What the Toronto Raptors did in 2019, can Chase University achieve a dream here in Toronto and claim victory, sweet victory in the NXT Tag Team Championships here in 2024.
Did you just make a sports reference, Noah?
I did.
Good for you.
I try. Look, if we're going to cover sports here, I might as well try and keep everything in tune. Again, we've seen the weird rocky road back to promise that Chase U has gone through the better part of this year, with Thea Hell restoring the feeling, bringing back the spirit of Chase University. Yeah, I can't believe that Duke Hudson and Andre Chase have a literal real chance of doing this. You see Riley Osborne waving the flag proudly at Chase University here as we wait for our NXT Tag Team Champions coming to the building tonight. Oh, Lord, help me. All right. Ugh. Trying to catch my breath. Ah, my eyes!
Yeah.
User warning. I don't understand this dynamic by WWE. I don't.
That weird entrance that they do, the speed, it's the Flash.
It's not the Matrix.
They're supposed to be like the Flash, so fast that you don't see. That's what it's supposed to be.
Look. I know that NXT is going to CW this fall, but if you're trying to compare NXT to the Flash, then you're on something. I'm just saying. Anyway, Nathan Frazier, who's been elsewhere, arriving late tonight, still has arrived here to defend the NXT Tag Team Championships. To your point, though, we've seen a bit of a dissension maybe here, where Nathan Frazier has maybe a different agenda in mind for his career, possibly even teasing that tonight.
Nathan Frazier has his mind on the Heritage Cup, on doing one-on-one match. He's been so distracted, he's barely been focusing on the tag titles, and Axiom is letting him know about it. And then could it be the final straw, arriving to the arena late?
And you see, of course, the referee finally trying to freaking hold him up. Jeez, this is a new official, apparently. NXT Tag Team Champions on the line here, of course. Nathan Frazier and Axiom going into their fourth defense after beating the OC, the D'Angelo family, and the Authors of Pain since being the Wolf Dogs on NXT TV after Stand Deliver. Bell rings were underway. Notice the heavy
Axiom
seal tape on Axiom's left shoulder.
Axiom starting for his team and Chase starting for his.
The professor trying to lead by example. But again, this professor's track record, I don't know necessarily if the superintendent agrees with his performance as of late.
The fact that he wrestles with a full-on sweater on is hilarious to me.
I think it's foolish. The side headlock control right now by the champions. Axiom keeping Andre Chase towards center. Headlock takeover again by Axiom. Head scissor escape, though. Counter by Andre Chase, trapping Axiom.
Look at that. Axiom cannot kick out of it. Usually he tries to kick out of it, but Chase holding him tight.
Well, again, Axiom, A-Kid, the inaugural Heritage Cup winner, knows a thing or two about escaping out of that hold.
And he just did, as he just showed you.
Bow and arrow counter, float over. Oi, gets a 1 count. Andre does. Sweep the leg. And lateral press. Not even a count there. Both these men right now picking up speed, trying to jockey for position. Nice up kick there. Stalemate in the early going.
Yeah, this may not be Kalani and Sol Ruka, but we're getting some fast movement here.
But again, though, I mean, you can look at the dynamic of dissension with the tag team champions, but I still believe at the end of the day, you still want the bigger purse. You're still a bigger purse holder when you're the champion. I think David Frazier still cares about that, at least tonight, where you're paid more on PLEs than you are regular TV. Cover.
Beautiful standing drop kick by Axiom. He caught a lot of height on that.
Irish whip now. Andre Chase sent in the ropes and trying to take him down. A-Kid, though. Excuse me. Axiom. Wait, reversal. Roll through. Jackknife float over. Reversal by Chase U. Cover by Andre. 2 count. Oh, dear God.
Those titles almost slipped right out of their hands there, Noah. That was a close one.
The fact there may be a teachable moment here with more credibility than the learning tree in AEW scares me. Tag made to Nathan Frazier.
Well, I'd rather
by Andre Chase.
I'd rather be taught by Chase U than a learning tree.
Can I just disenroll in both? I'll just homeschool myself.
I'd rather just cut down the learning tree.
Look, I'm just gonna say this right now. I learn from self-experience. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Slips out from underneath, and right now Nathan Frazier. Ooh, catching Andre with the Revolution kick. Now tab made to do Hudson. Chase U's MVP. A little bit of misdirection here by Nathan Frazier. Waistlock swung off. You talked about before, though, Rich Holland not here, the latest enrollment in Chase U. And I do wonder, we saw how long it took Duke Hudson to believe in Chase University. Oh, man!
Wow.
Big belly-to-belly toss by Duke Hudson. Take a look at this.
So we go to the replay.
Yeah, Frazier was almost taken up and over the border with that. And
Man,
again,
Frazier caught some flight.
Again, thank everybody real quick that's watching across all outlets here, the multiverse of media, as we bring you in tune with our coverage of NXT Heatwave. Open palm strike by Duke Hudson, much to the pleasing of Thea Hill, who has literally restored a spirit of confidence in Chase University.
Frazier's chest has got to be booming right now.
Cover by Andre. Gets a 2 count there. And notice the forearm across the side of the face. Big uppercut here. Of course, we've seen Chase U before. This is not the first time they've contended for the tag team championships. Also former tag team champions, believe it or not. Whoa! They got caught by Frazier with a kick. Tag made to Axiom.
Not for long, though.
Despite the fact Nathan Frazier arrived late, tag champions are working very well together. Nice short-range DDT. Axiom here with the cover. Lateral press. 2 count. A half second away from retaining.
They were the tag champions before, but only for, like you said earlier, a cup of coffee.
21 days to be exact. Why Axiom and Nathan Frazier are the 37th tag team champions in this company's history, in NXT history, particularly. A shot to the midsection right there. And again, I think that caught Axiom's bad shoulder.
I was going to say, I think Axiom hurt himself on that move.
And what a night it's been so far here. Still to come, of course, women's and the NXT Championship. What a shot. Knockout blow to Andre Chase. Shoot the half, hook the leg, and Andre kicks out at 2.
I thought he was going to turn that into a crossface, but he literally just clobbered him.
Is that legal? Watch this. Boom!
I'm not sure if it is.
That almost could be like a concussion protocol if we're not careful. Again, it's the shots you don't see that are the worst and the most dangerous. Hyperextended the arm and via help with a sigh of relief. Tad made it Nathan Frazier. Tad champs in firm control of the professor. Kick and half. Follow up, double super kick combination. Frazier in the cover, hook to the leg, middle of the ring. Andre kicks out at 2. Another near fall. Again, I don't look at this way the shot landed. I don't think nobody agrees with Axiom doing that. You talk about the dissension there. Maybe Axiom's getting a little bit pissed.
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, we can't see the expression on his face because of the mask, but we can assume.
NXT Tag Team titles on the line here. Scotiabank Arena, NXT Heatwave, literally the middle of the card here. Axiom and Nathan Frazier defending against Chase University, Andre Chase and Duke Hudson. Riley Osborne and Fia Hill in the corner. Nice leg pick there by Nathan Frazier. And Nathan Frazier right now, skying for his net smooth springboard. Andre caught him! The side effect of sorts.
Yeah, I was stuttering to see. I didn't know whether to call it a side effect or what to call it.
And Andre right now realizes critical moment in the match here, needs to make a tag, crawling over to his corner. Tag made to Axiom, and Axiom lunging in and grabbing Andre. Look at the angle again. We talked about the dynamics here with both of these teams. A nice submission here applied by Axiom. Rolled through though, and Andre taken up and over. Attempted cross arm breaker. Desiree holding on, grabs the wrist, cover, shoulders down, forces the break. And now again, relentless. Now Axiom is trying to pick that ankle and ground Andre Chase.
But Chase is smart. Chase is smart. He's going for constant covers, which forces Axiom to have to exhaust himself by continuously kicking out. That could be part of his strategy to wear somebody out.
Whip it into Guri, and it didn't work out as Axiom now has trapped both ankles here, and Andre crawling to the wrong corner.
Not only does he have an ankle lock, but he has a knee lock at the same time. He's stretching that leg out.
It's a modified knee bar at this point. And literally, Axiom is keeping it towards center. Now dragging him back away towards his corner, readjusting position, possible ankle lock here. Andre rolled through, though, and Axiom sent face first, second turnbuckle. Tab made it Duke Hudson, tab made it Nathan Frazier, and here we go. And now we look at who's legal here and change the match dynamic as Duke Hudson breaks the banner and double clothesline. Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Red Rover, send Duke Hudson over. A little flip, flop, and fly, if you will. And the jab by Duke. And once again, a little flip, flop, and fly. Whoa! Chase U is rolling. I cannot believe I'm saying that. I'm calling the match. Just calling the match. No, everybody, just calling the match. Uh-oh. No, what a Uranagi to Axiom.
I think you're filling out your enrollment form.
Just thrown upwards here. Now up in the fireman's carry. Duke Hudson is rolling. Big gutbuster. Senton drop combination on both cover on Frazier. The wing kick out.
You're applying for the financial aid now.
Shut up. I will say this, Duke Hudson, impressive showing. Look at this combination here. Gutbuster, senton drop, wiping out both Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Turn the match completely around for Chase U. Frazier, they'll pick up speed. Catching a single leg drop kick sends Duke Hudson to the outside, in between the ropes, quite literally. Again, Frazier using his speed to his advantage. To your point, former Heritage Cup holder, student of Tyler Black, Seth freaking Rollins, and Frazier, got caught coming in. Took a little bit too long there. Duke Hudson up and over. Wow, God! What a German suplex release.
Ow.
Accurate. That's Duke taking too much time, though. Caught in the moment here. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Now hoisted up, Razor's Edge. It may be time for Chase U to regain the titles in. Reversal by Nathan Frazier. Sends Duke Hudson. Face first, the top turnbuckle.
Face first into the top turnbuckle, man. And the tag by Frazier into Axiom.
Taking up and over with the Tijeras. Duke Hudson taking to the outside. Now Nathan Frazier picking up speed. Tope Suicida wipes out Andre Chase. Tope Suicida wipes out Duke Hudson. Champions back in control. Frazier continues the attack. Andre Chase it up and over the announce table. And Axiom wipes out Duke Hudson again.
I was gonna say Axiom. Hudson was showing his intelligence by rolling out of the ring, but I don't know how smart that was because all you did was go to the landing zone for both Frazier and Axiom.
NXT chants ran out loud and proud here. Red hot action in the tag team division. Frog splash by Axiom connects. Not legal. Now legal again. Tammy and David Frazier in the drop zone. Springboard 450 splash to retain the titles. Hook the leg. Kick out by Duke Hudson.
I think Axiom might have hurt his hand there, Noah. He keeps like grabbing his hand and shaking it. I don't know what exactly happened, but maybe when he landed against the table there.
Yeah, I saw that to your point earlier when he collided on that last tope, and I think he felt it again on the impact on that splash. Look how close David Frazier was at 450. Tag made to Axiom, catching the boots though. Tag was made, by the way. Axiom legal. David Frazier, though, trying to come back into play. Duke Hudson fighting back, hooking up David Frazier. Uranagi counter, deep arm drag.
This might be the miscommunication I was talking about.
Yeah, the first miscue by the tag champions. And what the hell? Duke Hudson? Are you kidding me?
Whoa! Nice!
Great run, a takeover out the corner. He's got to put Frazier away. Catatonic cover 2. No!
But wait, Frazier's not legal. Why is he able to get covered?
Because he did tag Axiom earlier.
Oh, okay. Was that a shout out to Trish Stratus with a little bit of with a little Stratus faction there?
And two of the great Canadian greats. I guess Chase U has been teaching something. Trish Stratus and Adam Copeland, to your point. Chase U back in firm control. Tag made to Andre Chase. David Frazier set up in the corner, though. Axiom nowhere to be found. And Andre Chase is legal. Looking for something big here. Oh, boy. Blind tag made by Duke Hudson. Andre Chase ripped off, though. Stun gun across the top rope. Duke Hudson once again legal. And forearm smash right now as Duke Hudson once again tries to keep control of the tag champions. Nathan Frazier in a world of trouble. Uh-oh. Again, it's not very often, though, we see Duke Hudson leave his feet. Big headbutt here by Nathan Frazier. Once again, trying to group the springboard. Drop kick sends Duke Hudson up and over. Champion's corner. Tag made to Axiom. Champions
the
now.
top, I was going to say the top rope is uncharted waters for Hudson.
And right now he is set across the top rope. Nathan Frazier taking down Axiom, catching him over the Inseguri as Chase U continues to fight in this contest.
Hey, look at that, Noah. A referee can get pushed into and not fall over and get knocked out for 10 minutes.
And look at that. Actually, I'm looking up Duke Hudson here.
Spanish fly? Is this going to be a Spanish fly, Noah?
Fly connects! Nathan Frazier looking to rise like a phoenix. The Phoenix splash!
Hudson is no small man.
And Andre, Canadian Destroyer!
Oh!
What the
Whoa!
fuck? You have got to be kidding me. They're digging deep in the playbook of the Canadian greats.
Andre Chase literally used Axiom's or Frazier's back to jump on the Axiom to turn it into a Canadian Destroyer while simultaneously breaking up the pin.
That's insane. What the hell is it going to take here for one of these teams to lead with the tag team championships?
I don't know, but that Spanish fly looked impressive. Hudson is not a small guy.
NXT showing out tonight, already surpassing Battleground, in my opinion.
My opinion as well.
And Andre Chase made the tag, and so did Axiom, the two men that started this contest, and the two men worse for wear. Big forearm strikes here as they're doing it out right here in the middle of the ring for the NXT Tag Team Championships.
I can't even tell you what's the match of the night.
I'm not enrolling this, but Chase U is definitely showing me something here. And
yeah, everybody's bringing out their A game here tonight, Noah.
Yeah, no kidding. No one's taking it easy here. Looking to become two-time tag team champions. Frazier, though. Oh, no!
There's a little bit of a miscue.
Same play. Well, Frazier. Oh, no!
I called it, Noah.
Duke Hudson just went to Frazier. Axiom. Andre, roll up on Axiom. The cover. Kick out.
Oh, I said that he might hit him. Didn't I say that? No, he might go for one move and hit his partner.
Unbe-fucking-believable.
The fact that he kicked out, though, shows the heart of a champion for Axiom.
Yeah, no
That was
kidding.
close as we go to the replay here, Noah.
At 2 and 9/10, I thought Andre Chase just won the tag team championships. I'm about to have a heart attack.
Me too.
Wow, man, missile drop, shotgun drop kick to Duke Hudson in the ring against the ring post. Russian leg sweep. Oh, here we go. I'm not saying it. Go ahead,
Walter. A teachable moment.
Yeah, spelling it out.
S-E-U. Chase you.
This teachable moment may not come out with the A grade if Andre Chase keeps wasting time like this. High cross body cover on Axiom to win. Frazier saves the titles.
This is a hell of a match, Noah.
I can't believe what I'm seeing here from Chase University. Tiger driver attempt. Axiom escapes in the back door. Tap made Nathan Frazier. I don't think Andre's aware of it, though. Back elbow strike, wide side Axiom. Frazier to the top rope. Up and over. Misses, though. Andre able to get out of the way. Gets the boot up. And Andre going back up to the high-risk district here. Looking to be the MVP. Lead by example. Oh, dear God.
Frazier's there to meet him, though, Noah.
Superplex!
Did he tag Axiom?
Kick brainbuster combination. Frazier up and over. Topic low. Wipes up Duke Hudson.
Did he tag
offense for the tag team champions? Axiom looking to finish the super kick. Sidewinds Andre Chase. The cover. Middle of the ring. Hook of the leg. And the champs retain.
Oh, man.
Dear God.
I didn't even see the tag, Noah. I didn't see when Axiom tagged himself in.
It was the blind tag out of the corner when Andre was going up to the top rope and Nathan Frazier ran up like a cat. My prediction stands that decision about Ridge Holland. I almost wonder, though, if that cost them because you saw how much Chase U was in control here. And if Ridge Holland was here to add to the support, we would have had new tag team champions. I still can't fucking believe how close Chase U was. That moment right there, the springboard Canadian destroyed by Andre Chase, the break up the cover and wipe out Axiom, was the damnedest I've ever seen this professor do. And the miscues, to your point, Frazier hitting Axiom, the schoolboy by Andre, I thought they won it there. They were so damn close. And then that superplex flowed over into that kick and brainbuster. That is all it wrote for Andre Chase as Nathan Frazier neutralized Duke Hudson on the outside. I don't know if this was a teachable moment, but it definitely was a noteworthy moment. Chase U, unfortunately, comes up short. And while the champions did find a way to retain, you got to respect the effort taking place by Duke Hudson and Andre Chase. Chase U did not have their day, but congratulations to the tag team champions. Still, Nathan Frazier and Axiom. Let's get a word from Wesley here from earlier. Oh. Whew.
I think we're going to find out what's next for Wesley here. Could there be a reunion in his future there, Noah?
Oh, my gosh. I'm trying to recover for a moment, okay? Maybe.
With the Rascals in TNA.
Again, how does one accept failure? How does one bounce back from it? He accepts they lost. Remember the last time he needed time, he literally left NXT. Well, as we wonder what's next for not only Wesley, but Chase University, I will give credit where credit's due. That was a phenomenal tag team effort by Chase U.
Yeah. While we get a break, should we ask the producer man to show everybody what's next on our watch-alongs?
Yeah, why not? Because you think this is madness with me on the call. Check out everything else not named UFC or Bloodsport that we're about to call. Producer, man, roll the trailer.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
And again, as we keep telling you, what we do here is Multiverse Media, we cover all the wrestling, all professional wrestling. Damn it! And sports and combat sports. And again, as you see on W Peacock, hyping up the sports entertainment spectacle of the Immortals, once known, now the genesis and the continuation of the growth of professional wrestling in the post-WrestleMania era. WWE hosts WrestleMania from the city of sin, the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, as the multiverse continues to expand in everything we cover here in and out of the world of professional wrestling, sports, and combat sports. Oh, good God almighty. What the hell did I just witness a moment ago?
I need to recover too. You almost enrolled in Chase. I thought it was over with the Canadian Destroyer.
I can't believe Chase U was able to put up an effort like that. What the hell is this?
The miscue with the super kick too, I thought.
Well, we talked about people. We wonder what's next for them. What's their direction? Looks like we're maybe going to find out what's going for the head of Josh Briggs, who, again, you talked about before. Josh Briggs, Brooke Jetson, Fallon Henley, all really breaking out on their own, trying to find their own opportunities. And we saw Josh Briggs, of course, has previously challenged for the NXT North American Championship against Obafemi and against Dijak. But I do wonder, where is his mind now?
Not sure. Yeah, I got the because of the cell phone company I got, that's what gave me Peacock. So I'm not seeing what you're seeing right now. I'm seeing commercials.
Again, this place brands way too damn much. There is not enough wrestling. They need to fix that balance, as we got more superstar spotlights here for Carly Bright, the latest victim of Wendy Chu, as Wendy Chu and Tatum Paxley might be a nightmare duo waiting to happen. Carly Bright, also another person out of the NIL program. Former background, of course, in cheerleading and gymnastics, all-around collegiate athlete.
I'm literally seeing commercials about stop smoking, it's dangerous, and thetruth.com.
And of course, Carly Bright talking about how wrestling has become her new love. Been leveling up as of late. And of course, you guys can check out Level Up on WWE's YouTube channel to find out more about the future of NXT. But while they're doing Superstar Spotlight, we already played our trailer. Let me just go ahead and once again remind you about our Watch-Along Spotlight. Again, we got a busy week ahead. After we're done at 9, and of course, we give our own little simple take on NXT Heatwave. We'll be back here Wednesday for AEW Dynamite coverage as we cover the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation Men and Women's Tournament to see who goes to All In Wembley Stadium. That's Wednesday, July 10th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Then we're back here Friday with a very special, first time ever independent showcase of Prestige Wrestling. We will cover Combat Clash PDX, for it's completely free on YouTube. You can follow along with us if you want, free on their YouTube channel. We're covering that Friday, July 12th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. And then the next time, of course, we come back to you for professional wrestling pay-per-view will be Slammiversary, represented by TNA, Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. That'll be Saturday, July 20th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. And then, of course, we go back to AEW, where hell is about to break loose in blood and guts. AEW Blood and Guts, Wednesday, July 24th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. It'll be Team AEW versus Team Elite and so much more. And we go from Dishonor and Disgorge to Honor, as we'll cover Ring of Honor Death before Dishonor following that. Friday, July 26th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. And Jeff, add something else because we celebrate America's independence. God bless the USA. God bless NXT because August 6th, NXT presents the Great American
Bash.
So stay tuned for that, folks. Tuesday, August 6th, 8 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central on Sci-Fi. NXT presents the Great American Bash.
I think, if I think that might be a 3-man team, me, you, and JJ. If he can pull that off and work,
You know, at this point, I'm proud to cover this NXT after what they've been showing me tonight. So again, Tuesday, August 6th, we go from the biggest part of the summer to one last celebration with all the fireworks. NXT Great American Bash. Tuesday, August 6th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 Central, and it will be on Sci-Fi. So please keep that in mind, folks. A channel note for you.
The Weeds Are Gonna Die tour continues.
Well, again, is Javon Evans ready to bounce his way for his first championship? Our main event still to come tonight. Fatal 4-way action. And again, what is going down in the minds of the former Perfect 10? Last time he was here on NXT stage in Toronto, looking to take over. He lost to the glorious Bobby Roode, and he has yet to hold any gold in NXT. Could it be his night tonight? But before we get there, the heat is on with these two especially. Will the Prodigy be knocked the fuck out by the fastest fists in NXT? Roxanne Perez defends the NXT Women's Championship against Lola Vice.
Mamacita!
Mamacita.
That's my new thing.
So, Roxanne Perez, who has scorched the NXT locker room, literally the face of the NXT Women's Division, the Prodigy, with her own dark intentions, rose back to promise and has been unstoppable, including overcoming the juggernaut Jordan Grace, TNA Knockouts World Champion. There are no lengths to how far Roxanne Perez is willing to go to preserve that title since winning it back against Lara Valkyria at Stand and Deliver.
Noah, so far, every champion has retained their title. Will something change here in this match?
Again, she says nobody can take this away from me. Nobody in that locker room, nobody in any locker room. But Lola Vice is not like most people in that NXT locker room.
No. She literally danced her way into my heart.
And she also knocked Shayna Baszler and Roxanne Perez the fuck out.
Sorry, and you could go back in the archives and watch me and James call that action.
And, of course, you guys will be calling Bloodsport, of course, at the end of the month, and then we go to UFC. But, again, tonight, is Lola Vice just one spinning back fists away from dancing her way towards her first NXT Women's Championship? We saw Roxanne get her own little dose of revenge after trying to usurp the NXT Women's Champion, and Lola Vice made her pay for that. It was Lola Vice who came in during the breakout tournament and won. Cashed in her opportunity earlier this year at Vengeance Day. Triple threat action. Came this close to beating Lara Valkyria and Roxanne Perez at the same time. Since then, she has made a name for herself back to this point of promise. Beating Natalya, beating Shayna Baszler, and looking to become the biggest crossover from MMA to professional wrestling since the Queen of Spades.
Roxanne was smart enough to strike first before being stricken. She knew what she was doing.
Again, we heard the story about Lola Vice, which apparently is 100% true. Lola Vice's mother was pregnant with her during her run in black belt.
She was doing her black belt test while pregnant.
That is insanity.
Por todos los sacrificios que ella ha hecho para mí y mi hermana, she's going to do this for her mom, for all the sacrifices that her mom has made.
Well, again, that's a very touching story, but that doesn't matter, Roxanne, at all when the bell rings. You can have as much of an emotional drive as you want, but according to Roxanne, you still will not take that title from her. But damn, if she knocks her out,
It's amazing that she told her story. That story as a heel, you don't get sympathetic stories like that.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I do wonder if that's enough to dethrone the Prodigy. Well, there are no more tears. There is no more talk. It's not our main event, but it might as well be. This is our prize fight of the night, to say the least. Well, this is what you've been waiting for, as we see the challenger, Lola Vice, making her way to the ring. And in the opposite corner, the Prodigy, Roxanne Perez, holding the NXT Women's Championship. In what has been an absolutely heated night where everybody's left it all out here tonight. It's only going to get hotter from here. Here we
It's
go,
the main
folks.
event in my heart.
Control yourself, Walter.
Oh no, I'm professional. I'm not James, damn it.
I said that. She left the tears in Toronto, but not the moves, as she dances her way towards NXT Heatwave, looking to become the first Cuban American NXT Women's Champion. Valerie Loretta, with a former MMA record in Bellator, won every one of her matches via knockouts. But this isn't MMA. This is professional wrestling. And here, it takes more than a knockout. Pinfall, submission, and champion's advantage. Title can remain with Roxanne Perez via count-out or disqualification.
She's looking to blaze her own trail, following the footsteps of people like Shayna Baszler, people like Ronda Rousey, who have made this transition from MMA to wrestling, but she's on her own path. Will it be a war path, though? And can she capture this title?
Well, if you ask Roxanne Perez, she's just another victim as the Prodigy continues to deliver on her self-promise. There is nobody right now on the level of Roxanne Perez since this character change and regaining the NXT Women's Championship. Arguably the most prolific women's champion right now in the business. Definitely in WWE. Learn something, Liv Morgan, but no disrespect to Bailey.
Roxanne wearing the all-white, matching her title.
Well, again, underneath the learning tree out of reality of wrestling out of the Texas area, Booker T. Of course, we talk about how important that title is around the waist of Roxanne Perez, not just for her, but for the NXT women's division. Literally taking this brand on her shoulder and defending against other promotions even.
Yeah, she went over to TNA.
And you think about,
TNA. I said she
yeah.
went over. She didn't go over. She just defended it against Jordan to defend the title.
This is a big fight field, Walter. Let's go down to Mike Rome for our introductions. Get ready, folks. Oh, boy. I miss Alicia Taylor, by the way. I'm just going to say that for the record. But Mike Rome's okay. Mike Rome's okay. I mean, why? This is professional wrestling, damn it. Challenger, Lola Vice, 26 years of age, 2 years in the game, background in mixed martial arts and Taekwondo. Opponent, champion, 22 years of age, 8 years in the game, the Prodigy, the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez. Both challenger and champion have fought extremely hard to get to this opportunity. 93 days in the Prodigy's current run. You know what we're about to do, Walter. I bestow this honor upon you. Who will carry this division? You know when to call it, bro. Going all the way back to February. All right. Bell rings lock up. Here we go.
Here we go.
There you go, man. Now you're getting it. Stiff Continental top here in the early going as Roxanne Perez is currently going into her 5th defense. Oh, man. As NXT Women's Champion.
She literally smacked, and Lola Mamacita just literally smiled at her.
Well, I mean, if Roxanne Perez can take advantage of Lola Vice's emotions that she exposed, that Roxanne might take for weakness this past Tuesday on NXT, then Roxanne might believe she can easily come out here still holding the NXT Women's Championship. Dropped down by Roxanne. Lola Vice picking up speed, and Roxanne unable to keep up with Lola for now. Lola catching Roxanne, transitioning for the hip toss. Able to escape, looking for an ankle pick. Cross hamburger attempt by Lola. Shoulders down on Lola. And forced to make the break.
Nice submission background by Lola to immediately turn that into a submission.
Well, again, Roxanne knows she needs to attack the arm. She needs to neutralize the impact of that spinning back fist. She knows what that feels like. Building chance here for both champion and challenger. Waistlock takedown by Lola Vice.
Canada
Roxanne.
truly is bizarro land. Both of these competitors are getting cheered.
Right?
Muay Thai plum. So this is a Muay Thai plum hold while she gives the knees to Roxanne Perez.
The waistlock. And again, who deserves it more out of these two, considering both their rise through NXT? Roxanne Perez, previous breakout tourney winner, spinning back fist. And for those that don't know, it is official. And yeah, Walter, that's close. That close. Again, folks, the official will be coming NXT Great American Bash Tuesday. Whoa! August 6th. Here at the Jimmy Multiverse of Media. And Lola Vice rolling right now and shimming.
I gotta
control the champion.
I gotta check if Sling TV has sci-fi.
That's a good point. Take a look at the replay here, by the way. Watch this. Woo, they just out of reach.
And you notice, Noah, she took her own elbow pad off just to make it more devastating.
Well, I mean, bone-on-bone impact.
Mm-hmm.
And Roxanne furious with that attempted spinning back fist right now. Just unleashing on the challenger. Attacking the back of the head and neck.
Roxanne is definitely showing the vicious side of her.
Oof. Again, Roxanne Perez, I mean, we talked about it before. She felt under-regarded in her previous run as champion where the pressure was too much. She collapsed in her own anxiety, and she used that as fuel to get back what she believed was always hers to begin with. And it's made her more dangerous as a champion.
Yeah, I mean, ever since her return, we've seen a whole different side of Roxanne Perez, and it works for her.
Yeah, I would say Roxanne Perez has never looked more dominant in her wrestling career as of late than becoming a two-time NXT Women's Champion, especially defending her title against Jordan Grace successfully.
Yes.
And Lola Vice right now just driving Roxanne in the top turnbuckle pad, dribbling her like a basketball. And again, the waist lock. Schoolgirl, cover, 2 count.
Barely anyone gave her a chance against the Big Mama Pump either.
And again, you still could say that Ash, by ignorance, got involved here. You could put an asterisk if you want, but at the end of the day, a win is a win.
Mm-hmm. But if you really look at it, Ash did not physically get involved. She just grabbed the it was a title thing and just showed an appearance. So
exactly,
I wouldn't put an asterisk.
Exactly. And thank you, Matt. Again, I hope everyone's enjoying what they're hearing. Please show your love, like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Now, Roxanne scouting her next move. Squaring up Lola Vice in the corner for the uppercut. Armringer, here we go. Inside Russian leg sweep. Cover, hook the leg. 2 count for the champion. And emotions definitely getting the better of the champion here tonight. After that statement by Lola Vice saying that when she wakes up, she'll wake up in a different world without that title. I think Roxanne realizes the threat that Lola Vice imposes on her championship. Capacity crowd on hand here. Scotiabank Arena watching on for the NXT Women's Championship. Lola Vice challenging Roxanne Perez. Arm wringer. Inside Russian relationship again. Oh, man, the knee to the midsection. And so far, very mindful of Lola here. Lola with the body shots here. Squaring up against Roxanne. Again, those Taekwondo knee strikes. Roll up here. Schoolgirl by Roxanne. 2 counts. Oh! Able to pop right back up. And now teeing off against her like a kickboxing bag. And lining up the champion in the corner. Shades of Speedball Mike Bailey.
Ouch. Yeah, I was just going to say that. Shades of Speedball Mike Bailey there.
And Lola Vice. Uh-oh.
Don't waste your time showboating or dancing. Take advantage of this. Hip attack.
Not that hip attack with all that Latino heat behind it. The spicy assault with the axe kick follow-up. Cover, hook the leg, kick out by Roxanne at 2. Just off the mat here. It's Roxanne's favoring now the small of her lower back. Now Lola taking the champ up and over, but Roxanne escapes. The roll through, cover, 2 counts. Oh, debilitating shot. That may have been to the liver.
That was a liver shot, definitely.
You watch Hanare from New Japan Pro Wrestling. You know how disastrous that can be. Uppercut, though, the back of the head and neck by Roxanne. Escaping out of the corner.
I've seen plenty of people get knocked out with
Well,
liver shots in the UFC.
You
Sleeper!
want to see people choke down with a sleeper. Roxanne run for the shoulders down. Whoa. Great awareness by the champion.
Lola
Cazadora
smart enough to
attempt.
let it go.
And counter again. And meanwhile, set down the map. Buddy Grapevine.
And she has the grapevine. She has the leg lock in. Oh, Roxanne's smart enough to be able to roll out of the ring.
Exactly.
Great ring presence by the champ.
There. Ooh, and use the announce table to force the break.
That's veteran awareness there. But
again,
someone
that
who's
goes
young
back.
in their career.
That goes back to the level of experience Roxanne Perez. Oh, no. Damn. That spinning back fist made contact with the ring post.
Ouch.
And Roxanne immediately taking advantage, stomping away the already probably damaged, broken hand. And that might be the ultimate death note for Lola Vice's chance at the title. Now, hammerlocking the damaged arm. Hammerlock suplex.
This is definitely the turning point of the match here, Noah.
Yeah, this is exactly what Roxanne was looking for. Oy! Look at
Did you hear the smack?
Did you hear the angst coming out of Lola Vice? Covered by Roxanne. 2 count. And Roxanne smells blood in the water like a literal shark here, dissecting her prey, trying to destroy that arm and take it out of its socket. Uh-oh. Aye! That hyperextending that right arm for good measure. Rolls her over, shoots the half, hook the leg, cover. 2 count again for Roxanne. We're going to see what Lola Vice is made of when she loses probably her greatest weapon. Might have a broken wrist. See if she can still compete at the highest level needed and expected here in NXT, Walter.
Yeah. Word about Lola's hand here. Roxanne literally vicious on the attack, taking advantage, as one should.
And Roxanne knows that she is in firm control, mocking Lola, who's still trying to fight from underneath, bringing those kicks back into play. And again,
Lola literally has a big target on her now.
And again, though, she says two good working legs. That back fist neutralized, though, but still can knock her out with Buenas Noches, that high kick. And again, trapping the arm, right arm, trying to bring her down to the mat, possibly looking for that submission that won her the championship in the first place. Well, able to roll through. And again, trapping the left arm now, changing strategy. Whoa! Belly to back
suplex
by the champion.
Roxanne looking good.
Well, think about this. Every time you think Lola's trying to fight back, Roxanne has an answer.
Yeah, but
now looking to spring up the second corner moonsault, no water in the pool, and a triangle attempt.
Triangle.
Trying to lock it in, trying to lock a submission. The shoulders
She
down.
doesn't have it on right. She doesn't have it on correctly.
She can't lock it in probably because the damage arm. Now Roxanne looking for a spinning back fist, and that might just free Lola. Whoa, there it is!
Oh, Lola knocked her out.
Knocked her out, but knocked her out to the outside of the ring.
You can't win the title on a count out. You're gonna have to go out there and bring her back in the ring. That was out of nowhere too, Noah.
Yeah, and again, I do wonder how much of that she actually got because of the damage done to it. Roxanne looks like she's completely out.
Looks out.
To your point, she's dead weight, though. Gotta bring her back inside the ring and go over the cover. Yeah, I wonder if Roxanne felt that.
Stinging. Her arm
again,
is it might be too close to the ropes.
Forearm on the face. Awareness of the champion to get the boot up on the bottom rope to force the break. Take a look at this. Bam! She rocked Roxanne with that one. And Roxanne, aware enough, trying to cover up. Lola Vice frustration has to be coming into play again. Roxanne has neutralized her best weapon. See if she can push her body even further than she can push her will. Lola Vice right now trying to bring Roxanne back inside the ring. Roxanne again grabbing the damaged wrist. Uppercut to the forearm. Dueling chance here, and again, vicious pump kick knee strike. Now driving Lola shoulder first into the ring post. This vicious nature of Roxanne that has been unleashed only continues to grow during her championship run on full display here tonight, despite everything everybody's thrown at her. Solobot kick, bends Lola Vice, might be looking for the pot Ross. Lola able to counter.
Say what you want about Roxanne, but she's intelligent. Ooh, nice spinning kicks. Sort of
these
like
spinning
Trouble in
kicks.
Paradise, but to the midsection.
Yeah, these Sobot kicks of sorts. And right now, Lola trying to bring Roxanne up to her feet. Look at that spinning backwards again. Blocked this time. Now Roxanne Perez countering. Correct! Pop Rocks cover! 2-0!
Ooh. How did
How
she
the
kick out of
hell?
that, Noah?
How the hell did Lola kick out of that? Perez can't believe
Mamacita's
it.
got heart. Mamacita's got heart.
Again, the frustrations, the emotions coming out of the champion.
And again, remind you, no title has changed hands tonight.
Uh-oh. I don't know if this is wise. Roxanne rearranging the furniture. A lot of frustration.
You know, one of the keys to victory, you said, is that Lola has to keep her emotions in check. It looks like Roxanne's the one losing her emotions.
Oh, boy. Roxanne saying, you will never be champion. Driving Lola Vice to the table. Now both women here on the outside. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Not a Pop Rocks from there. Pop Rocks on the announce table! Damn!
The last table didn't give way.
Yeah, well, Roxanne Perez, Laura Coxis might have. Come on, Roxanne. You got to bring it back inside the ring and go for the win.
It might be over, Noah.
Shoot the half in the cover. No! It didn't do it. When you're fighting for your family, that's about as much motivation.
Is she turning this into a crossface, or is she just attacking her arm? Oh.
That's a crossface, dude. She's literally trapped her in a crossface. Lola Vice can't see, can't breathe, and the damage arm's being hyperextended. Is she aware? Can she grab the ropes? She's nearly there. Roxanne's got to be aware of it. Got to try to change position.
No.
Fingertips away, rolling her back. Change of position. Once again, going for the Pop Rock third time roll through.
It's over.
And a messy a fourth time. Didn't get all of it. She's not
they
stopping.
Bumped into the ropes. They bumped into the ropes.
And Pop Rocks cover two. That's a damn good dominant win by Roxanne.
Lola's foot was on the rope.
Yeah, maybe, but she pulled it back, dude. And Roxanne was making sure Lola Vice was TKO'd. Roxanne Perez brought something different out tonight when it comes to how far she's willing to go to preserve that NXT championship.
Lola
she is truly the prodigy. Nobody is on her level.
I gotta give Lola an A for effort. She tried her damnedest, and if one has to think if her arm wasn't compromised, she probably could have won this match. But she brought something out of Roxanne. She brought a whole different side of Roxanne. I don't think I've ever seen her go this far.
God, there's like 6 Pop Rocks in this match to destroy Lola Vice, who refused to die. 3 of them consecutive in the ring. Roxanne was unhinged tonight.
Noah, is Lola slowly going babyface?
I mean, hell, with an effort like that, you might as well call her that. But you also have to call her, unfortunately, coming up short. Roxanne Perez, the prodigy, still NXT Women's Champion. I cannot even think of a single name right now that could beat this.
I was just going to ask you, who could stop her? You might need to bring somebody from TNA over.
Well, we already tried that. Maybe somebody from Japan. Because as long as you got a strong evil spirit like that, she may never not win. Well, that was a damned effort, though, by Lola Vice. I got respect for her after that. That was quite something.
We'll see if Jada Parker maybe gets into contention. She'll be a good-ass contender against Roxanne.
Possibly. I mean, again, I got mad respect for Lola Vice, but it definitely was not her night. And we saw how far Roxanne was willing to go. I've never seen her use that many Pop Rocks in a row. That was a literally killer instinct personified.
Noah, will we get a clean sweep of no title changes?
I honestly think so, man. I didn't have any title changes here tonight, but there's no denying NXT brought the action to another level tonight. This has been a phenomenal show, top to bottom. Blue Battleground out of the water.
Yep.
Well, that being said, as we get ready for our main event, Not Superstar Showcase. Again, as we get ready for our main event again, folks, we saw Kalani, Jordan, and Sol Ruka demonstrate what brought them to the dance. Incredible, athletic, gymnastic, counter-offensive match. Kalani Jordan retained the NXT Women's North American Championship. Obafemi still continues to prove why he is the ruler of NXT, still NXT North American Champion. In the damnedest effort I've ever seen by Chase University, still came up short as RXCM and Nathan Frazier are still the NXT Tag Team Champions. And Roxanne Perez just obliterated Lola Vice to hold on to her NXT Women's Championship. There's only one match left as we get ready for our main event. So please remind me to encourage you to just love and enjoy wrestling. And thank you for tuning into our coverage of NXT Heatwave. Hope you enjoyed the overall watch along. And again, we do this for all the biggest shows across WWE, NXT, Ring of Honor, AEW, TNA, sometimes NWW, and now expanding to independent wrestling as well as other sports, combat, and collegiate. Again, if you enjoy what you love, please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Figure to those that are watching across all of our outlets. And again, you make this possible. We do this for you. It's all about the love, the passion, the thrill of sports, professional wrestling too. And again, it has been a wild-ass night, Walter, to say the least. As we get ready for our main event, what's been your biggest highlight so far tonight from NXT? And chat, let your thoughts be known as well. What's been your highlight so far from NXT?
One match after another is
this show's been working on all cylinders.
Does anybody have a private plane? I think I need to go to Toronto and check on Mamacita there and console her.
Money more than Epsom salts and that salt.
I think it's got to be that match. Everybody impressed, but the problem is that each match just got better and better and better. It's got to be that match that surprised me. This vicious side of Roxanne, literally, like you said, 6 to 7 pop rocks it took. Her showing the heart that to kick out of so much stuff and be brave, and it took 7 pop rocks and an injured arm literally to beat her. I think that might have been the match that stole so far, but Chase U's effort, everybody, Sol Ruka versus Kalani was just so awesome. That it started with the gymnastics, then it started vicious, then they just went at it with the highlights. Couple of not so smooth looking moves, but it's professional wrestling. Damn it, it happened. The way they opened the match up, the way they opened the night up with the pre-show, everything has been on target. It's been on fire, pun intended, for the Heat Wave. This is a great PLE so far.
I'm gonna put you on the spot, Walter, because back in the days of our NXT, the Black and Gold, it was NXT that took over the weekend and always upset the main roster. And what's been a better main roster on the Paul Teresa Beck era? Would you say that NXT Heatwave has been a better show than Money in the Bank?
Yes. Not 100, not dominating, but slightly better, because there was a little bit too much interference in the Money in the Bank, but it continued stories and it made sense, but failed cash-ins and everything. The main roster did a good job. We did get the retirement announcement for John Cena, so we had some big moments in the Money in the Bank, but I really think NXT outdone it. It has outdone it.
Can I have your attention, please? I have received notification from Avatar Man, and I quote,
"The announcement has been paid for by the New World Order."
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Oh,
wow.
It's the NWO's birthday today. Wow. All the celebrations coming out tonight. All the fireworks galore. Even in black and white. That be us.
The preceding announcement has been paid for by the New World Order. The preceding announcement has been paid for by the New World Order. The preceding announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
All right. Well, as that screenshot still remains there, Happy birthday to one of the most influential factions of all time in the wrestling business, the New World Order. And Jeff, hey, sweet, good to see you.
Not gonna claim that was an invasion done by your truly, but yeah, actually kind of was. For real though, I can't even believe that 28 years ago to the day, it's Sunday, Bash of the Beach 96, the official formation of the NWO, just blows my mind. Pretty friggin' cool. Also, I'm not going to say the year because she will eviscerate my existence, but happy birthday to my mom today.
Aw.
Aw, happy
Mama
birthday.
Mama Meacham. Let's hear it from Mama Meacham.
Yes.
We got Mama Rhodes, Mama Owens, and Mama Meacham.
All of which I know not to.
Well, there you go. You don't fuck with mamas. You also don't screw with the Emperor of NXT. Now, JD's not here, so I'll, of course, do the honors for him. Again, folks, please try and support, become a fan of NXT. This Tuesday, it's Lexis King versus Tony D'Angelo for the Heritage Cup. And as we heard earlier, you thought you were getting something beautiful. Well, now you got a beautiful disaster, Walter. It's Carmen Petrovich versus Ariana Grace this Tuesday on NXT. And again, folks, you can catch NXT Tuesday on the USA Network, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also announced it'll be Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus Out the Mud taking on Gallus, along with Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Eagwood. It sounds like a fatal four-way, possibly for new challengers.
That's a banger, Noah.
And Wes Lee will address his future following his loss tonight on NXT, since he no longer can challenge for the NXT North American Championship. And still so much more to come. But what has been a red-hot night to close a hot and wild weekend, it's time to prepare for our main event. Fatal four-way action. Ethan Page, Trick Williams, Shawn Spears, Javon Evans. They fight it out for the NXT Championship. Holy hell, this week has been insane. And Walter, I don't know the last time I said that NXT did better than main roster WWE, because I didn't hold it up to that degree since the Black and Gold died. Yep, they did it tonight. This has surpassed Money in the Bank for me as well. This show has been fucking phenomenal. NXT, this is the best NXT show this year.
Yeah, I don't think you've said that since one of the takeovers.
I think you're right. You're welcome, JJ, but also thank you. Again, this is his brand, so cheers to him. And hopefully he'll be able to cover with us the red, white, and blue when we do the Great American Bash next month on Sci-Fi. As my friend Sandy alluded to, the reason they're on Sci-Fi is because the Olympics are coming up. And again, support Team America if you wish.
Hopefully he lets me be a part of that.
I think, Walter, you become a great, steadfast ally in commentary for NXT going forward after tonight.
Team America? Isn't it Team America? Fuck yeah. Team USA will be in the Olympics. Yes, we're going to Paris, so that is why we will have the Great American Bash.
Right. The timing, it is what it is.
I have Sling TV. I got the orange and blue, so I got to find out if Sci-Fi is on there so that I can at least share it with you.
I'm about to say. We'll figure it out.
If not, James has the Discord, so we'll be good to go.
Yep, exactly. That's our
That's our it by then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Have fun, boys. We'll see you at the end.
Yep, we'll see you at the end, Jeff, as we'll do a simple, since Aaron doesn't review NXT, I think it's only fitting with how much we put pride in NXT now here at the Multiverse Media. We do our own simple take and light review and follow up on NXT Heatwave once this event concludes. Before we get into our main events, we do this little video package. $2 super chat from Emmanuel Dominguez. Dominguez is easy for me to say. Since I never gave my extra point, Shawn Spears to eat the fall. Oh, okay. All right. Well, Emmanuel, duly noted. Again, folks, fatal four-way action, no disqualifications, no countouts. First pinfall submission on the field, that person becomes and leaves NXT champion. It's Javon Evans, the newest kid on the scene, who won this number one contender opportunity via Battle Royale versus Shawn Spears, who pinned the NXT champion clean as a whistle in one-on-one action versus All Eagle Ethan Page, who not only faced Trick Williams at Battleground and came up short, but he defeated the number one contender, Javon Evans, to earn the second shot at the NXT Championship held by Trick Williams. And Walter, you realize what this means? You tonight have to whoop that trick during this entrance fee.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. NXT Championship Fatal 4-Way main event begins now. Oh,
There's something about Paige's smile that I just do not trust, Noah.
That All Eagle has very dark intentions, I assure you.
Yeah,
starting off with bouncy. This boy does bounce. This boy's got hops up there with Montez Ford and Kevin Knight.
And again, just 20 years old will become, if he can pull off the miracle, he's got to be a heavy underdog, but if he can pull it off, will become the youngest champion in the history of this company, the 65-plus year history of this company.
And you think about the youngest champions in this business. Izzy Moreno, Mission Pro champion. Billy Starks, Ring of Honor Women's World Television champion. Javon Evans could become the youngest NXT champion. Yes, Jeff.
I was going to correct that earlier, but I couldn't get the thing to log in. Maybe Pre was actually 19 when he and Sylvan became the tag team champion.
Yes.
He was 19 years old.
Oh, he was 19. Okay.
Yes.
That's still insane.
It's like 19 years old. That would have been 2002. That's when I started working with Aaron.
There you go.
So, 19 years old, just the world is so in front of you, and it just still wet behind the ears, these kids. But Javon's still a very, very young man, and he will definitely be the youngest singles heavyweight champion as far as the youngest singles champion at the top of his own brand. Definitely without doubt there.
Well, here's somebody that's not young, but definitely is cold at heart, the chairman, Sean Spears. And thank you for that knowledge bit, Jeff. I always appreciate that. Of course, we saw the chairman, Sean Spears, return to NXT, no longer the Perfect 10, now looking to be Trick Williams' N. And once again, in pursuit of the NXT Championship. Last time he was here in Toronto, NXT TakeOver Toronto, he faced the glorious Bobby Roode in a great opening contest, came up short. Will Canada do him justice tonight? Again, the drive sometimes is all you need to achieve anything in professional wrestling. He already pinned the NXT champion. If he does it again, he will finally win gold in NXT. I can't believe this guy was the first to pin Trick Williams since he became champion. That still baffles me.
Yeah, the first one. Wow.
And again, if Trick Williams now involved in decision, he loses the title. And here comes another straight out of Canada.
That damn smile, Noah. That damn smile.
Right.
There's just something about it I don't trust. He might walk away out of Canada, the only person who had made the title change hands.
Yeah, well, you can say what you want about that smile, but this man has talked his way into opportunity now where he has found his place in NXT and once again finds himself 2 PLEs in a row challenging for the richest prize, the NXT title. Oh, wow, resident of the USA. That's a fitting welcome back here in Toronto. By the way, I also believe in Joe Hendry. Shout out to the people with the Joe Hendry signs. The man truly is all Eagle and backs it up with every way of the word. And of course, he has a pinfall win over Javon Evans. If he repeats that tonight, he is the NXT champion.
Resident of the United States. He's telling Canada to kiss his ass, literally. He's smacking his own ass.
The last time the NXT title was defended in fair 4-way action was 2021. Shows how rare this match is.
Here we go, Noah.
Oh, boy. Well, there's only one person left in this equation. Here's the champion.
Whoop that trick.
What?
Whoop that trick. Huh?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah. I like it. Oh yeah, man.
Oh God.
Man, shout out to Tricky. He's got the old Harlem Heat heat wave trunk. That's a shout out to Booker T right there. That's a Harlem Heat trunk.
Totally kissing Booker's ass there.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to watch a preemptive strike here on the Twitter twat that'll challenge my stat from earlier. Yes, Tyler Bate was 19 when he became the NXT United Kingdom champion. However, there was no official NXT UK brand yet. By the time NXT UK premiered, Devon was the champion, and he's older than Javon is here. He was older then than Javon is now. So that is why he would be the youngest singles champion in WWE brand history as far as the main champion, the heavyweight champion.
Right, as far as like, main like level recognition, but I understand what you mean. Gotta get your, always the asterisks with the tournaments and the brand establishment. All right, let's go down to our main event here. It's our main event, folks. We whooped that trick one time. We'll see if we whoop that trick again by the end. Time for our main event. Let's get down to the introductions, Mike Rome. Oh, good Lord.
Booker T definitely just acknowledged the trunks.
I mean, how much have we literally compared Trick Williams to a young Booker T? He's got that Harlem Heat tonight, and he might need that to survive this heat wave. Oh, my gosh. I'm still laughing at what you just did. That was beyond brilliant, but damn it, Walter. I think JJ would be proud of you. Oh, my gosh. Ay. Ego, all ego, Ethan Page, 34 years of age, 17 years in the game. Last title accolade was the Clash Championship in 2024, earlier this year. And of course, our champion.
Something about him I don't trust. It's just something, Noah.
I don't blame you. Trick Williams, 30 years of age, 3 years in the game. He's the leader of the Whoop That Era, our NXT champion. 76 days going into his second defense, fatal four-way action for the richest prize in NXT against the chairman, Sean Spears, who comes in 43 years of age, 22 years in the game, and bouncy Javon Evans, 20 years of age, 6 years in the game. Bell rings. We are underway.
That's
and
amazing.
louder than James, here we go.
20 years and already 6 years experience. That's ridiculous.
Again, it feels like wrestlers are starting younger and younger and younger. While we got the youngest champ in the business right now, and Izzy Moreno from Mission Pros. All over Page goes to the outside. Again, it's wow, God!
We thought it was something when they said Mysterio started at 15 back in the day.
Yeah,
Remember
right?
that? We thought that was bad.
Exactly. Irish Whip reversal. Sean Spears, Trick Williams, the only two men in the ring. Pin bars mentioned has to occur inside the ring, folks. And scoop slam there as Javon Evans neutralized even pairs on the outside, and Trick Williams sends Sean Spears up and over the outside. Action on the outside in the early going here. Chaos here in Heat Wave in our main event here at NXT. Oh, damn! And he even just clocked Javon.
Javon went down. Both men, all four men, each isolated by two on each side of the ring here.
Well, considering what happened Tuesday night on NXT when the Canadians got wiped out by Trick Williams and Javon Evans, planted through two tables, you wonder if Ethan Page and Sean Spears might want to make this into a one-on-one encounter with them.
Yeah. I think Sean Spears and Ethan and Page are just going in a game of one-upsmanship here.
It looks like we're finally going to get that one-on-one contest. Canadian Pride, All Ego, Ethan Page, Sean Spears, both men who's been looking for that spotlight, now owned by Trick Williams. And again, they're going to take their shots. Oh, Jimmy. No honor among thieves. And both men, same idea, from the eyes. Trick Williams and Javon Evans come back in now, duking out with both men on either side. I mean, it's a good idea if Sean Spears and All Ego, Ethan Page can put, their pursuit aside and neutralize the competition. That was a botch. Nice catapult there into the net breaker, though. Javon Evans did not get enough of that corkscrew kick. But Javon Evans and Trick Williams in control here in the early going. Originally, you said yourself, Walter, this was supposed to be a one-on-one.
Yeah, exactly. Javon Evans won the battle royal to claim the one-on-one title shot here at Heatwave, and somehow Sean Spear and Paige manipulated themselves or talked themselves into this.
Javon bouncing off the ropes, looking to hook the leg, cover on Trick, gets a 1 count. And for now, we got one of my contests with the original idea here, and Javon in control. Nice drop kick, bouncing off the top rope, takeover T. Harris to the NXT champion. Trick Williams taking it all up and over, sunset flip, roll through, cover, high stack, 2 counts.
I wonder if it's just backstage politics, like I said earlier. They just really didn't trust Javon and Trick to go one-on-one, and they had to do it, add to make it better.
And of course, the number one trend right now on the Twix is NXT Heatwave. And thank you again to those that are watching here our coverage across all outlets, as well as been a phenomenal show this wrestling weekend. What a way to close the weekend out. Iron Ringer by Javon Evans. Trick Williams looking to reverse. Now springing off the ropes. Counter. Drop kick! God!
Hell of a drop kick.
Again, Trick Williams got hops. Oh, wait a minute. It's legal. Whoop. Chair coming to play. Harlem sidekick by Trick Williams. Wiping out Sean Spears and All Eagle Ethan Page. Beautiful sidekicks here by Trick Williams. The range on the champion. Again, no longer a sidekick. Now the headliner. Up and over. Wipes out All Eagle Ethan Page. Gets to the midsection of Sean Spears. NXT champion taking control here. Double flapjack to Ethan Page and Sean with a kip up. Javon bouncing off the top rope. Wipes out both All Eagle and the chairman. And we're back down to these two. Wow, God, what a Uranagi. Cover. 2, no. And Javon having a kick out as Trick went for the first fall of this match. Near fall.
Uh-oh. I blacked out for a second, so I think I'm like a second behind you. Are they? I'm just seeing a replay of the splash.
Okay, well, let me know when the replay fades away. I got you, brother.
All right. The cover of the inner of the now the replay faded away.
Okay, we're back again. It's been a wild night, and right now Williams set up and over to the floor by Ethan Page. Sidekick though, excuse me, by Sean Spears. Sidekick by Ethan Page. Ethan taking control here, and now Ethan hooking up Javon. Oh man!
Wow, I think everybody in this card has stepped their game up. No, it was like it's the environment or something. Everybody was like, Canada. I'm stealing the show.
It's not, it's Canada. It is Bizarro World. It is the drive of the wrestling fans here and the passion demonstrated in the Scotiabank Arena all weekend. It brings something out of everybody. And now
Sean Spears looks out of it.
Wow!
He used Javon's body as a weapon for himself.
Great power slam covered by Ethan. 2 count on Javon Evans. 3-for-1 special, and All Eagle Page half a count away from claiming the NXT championship. You may not trust the smile, but you got to respect the athleticism with All Eagle Page coming in here with the most experience.
He's the only man standing tall right now as he wakes his way to the top rope.
Trick Williams, probably the 30th NXT champion in NXT history. Oh, God.
You know, he got cocky, took his time, and Sean Spears met him up there with a chop.
They call it high risk for a reason.
Yeah.
Looking down right now, but it's Sean Spears looking towards his future on becoming the NXT champion. And my bad, by the way, Sean Spears outweighs Ethan Page experience by 5 years. Now, Javon Evans looking to hook up Ethan Page. Trick Williams, though. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, look at this setup. Gets the midset of Sean Spears. Sean Spears. Ethan Page! Tombstone Vines wipes out Javon Evans. Impromptu DDT by Trick Williams, Sean Spears. Double covers, kick outs. What the hell would have happened there if Ethan Page and Trick Williams both got the win there? Good God. Doomsday Device, DDT combo, impromptu by Ethan Page, Trick Williams, triggering even with covers each 2.5.
Yeah, now what would have happened if they both reached the 3?
I don't know. The double pin scenario there. I mean, again, we haven't seen this type of match in NXT since 2021. That goes to show how rare this circumstance is. Even Page and Trick Williams right now teeing off our NXT Battleground main event. Still said the women's main evented. Oh!
Again, fatal four-ways are no DQ.
Yep, and again, the chairman using his weapon. Oh, God, what a swing. That was a home run.
I think Shawn Spears is playing baseball for the Toronto Blue Jays here.
And Shawn Spears getting a perfect 10 from the Scotiabank audience. The determination to succeed, the drive to become the NXT Championship tonight at NXT Heatwave. Fireman's carry. Might be looking for the C4 for the chair in the corner. Trick Williams saving Javon. Pop-up. Ooh! Big shot there by Trick. And now Trick up in the fireman's carry. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Fuck!
Ooh,
God! Divine driver in the corner against the chair. Into the cover. Spears kick out by Trick. That was close. Look at the swing, by the way, to your point. Bam! Did you hear the thud of that man's spine?
Yeah, that definitely driver to the corner of the chair.
And Shawn Spears half a second away from holding the NXT Championship.
All this proves is how much this title means to all four competitors.
Looking for one more. Javon able to back up, though. Jacking Shawn Spears in the jaw with a super kick. Even Page, though, inadvertently using Javon to knock the jaw again at Shawn Spears. Super kick to Even Page. Super kick to Javon Evans. Shawn Spears teeing up against everybody. Super kick by Even Page to Shawn Spears. Up and over. Blockbuster by Trick Williams. All four men down.
This is already a hell of a match, man.
It has been a phenomenal show. The show of the week. Someone right here believes they should be called NXT Champion in our main event here. Fatal 4-way action. NXT Heatwave. This is awesome, and I so damn agree.
All four men down. Now, who's going to be the first to mount some offense and get on their feet here, Noah?
And again, what a way to close a weekend here for WWE especially.
It looked like Page was starting first, but then he rolled out of the ring.
And I think Trick's had enough of all ego tonight. Again, you said yourself, well, there's no provocation. It's all legal. Oh, boy. Page doing his best to save himself and sending Trick face first to the ring post.
The same ring post that Lola got her arm on.
Oh, look at this.
I think.
Looking for that Eagle's Edge. And Ethan driven head first into the ring post.
That's the same corner that Lola got hurt.
And Trick right now just teeing off. Wow!
Whoa!
Holy fuck! Over the top of the corner, wiping out Trick Williams against the barricade.
Noah Edwards got all of that. That boot was flush in Trick Williams' face.
Holy
we go to the replay here.
Javon Evans flying, soaring, and crashing through Trick Williams. Through the barricade. And you know he didn't want to do that to Trick Williams. He wanted to do that with Page. But this is what it means for him to become NXT champion at 20 years old. Evans right now. Caught by Shawn Spears in the corner. Shawn Spears second rope. Avalanche save 4. And even
Page trying to take advantage.
Take advantage. You kick out.
Oh, man. I thought Page might have took it right there.
Woo-wee.
What a hell of a match here, Noah.
I can't fucking believe Javon Evans survived that.
What a false finish there. That's how you use false finishes. You don't have to do 30 of them in a match. You do one like that to trick people.
This is right now one of my top 5 shows of the year.
It is. It's got to be.
And that says something for how much wrestling I watch across the industry.
Exactly.
Javon Evans hasn't moved a single inch, though, since that kick out, and all ego, even Page, firmly back in control. And Trick Williams, nowhere to be found. Champion's worst dilemma here, not being involved in these decisions. Trick Williams laid out.
Paige hasn't learned to stop going to the high rent district. It's called high risk, like you said, for a reason. This is
Yeah, but
twice
you saw how close Sean Spears was, though. That Trick Williams is back in play, though. Hooking up Sean Spears. Boy. This might not end well. Hey! Sean and Trick taking up over the outside. Now Javon Evans springing up. Hooking up even Page. A Spanish fly! That boy bouncing off the second top rope. Cutter!
The cutter.
Float over, cover, new champion. Can Trick saves his title.
Holy hell, that was close. The ref was inches away from the canvas on the 3 count there, Noah.
It does not get any closer than that without the fucking bell ringing. Don't sleep on NXT. Damn it.
Trick saying this is my NXT. There we go. 2 baby faces going at it in the middle of the ring, back and forth.
Again, both these men, Trick Williams fought for this spot. Javon Evans wants this spot. It's literally 1A and 1B.
Javon is literally looking at himself. If he gains 20, some muscle, he'll look exactly like Trick.
Pretty much. Off the ropes, bouncing off, rolling in, and a kick, and both men collide.
Both men have the same idea there.
Yeah, same idea, same impact. Our main event here at NXT Heatwave, a show of the year candidate.
This might force you to watch NXT every Tuesday here, Noah.
Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves, all right? I said they deliver on the grandest stage. TV shows are still TV shows. It doesn't matter what.
Come on over to the dark side, man.
Javon Evans, though, what the hell is he thinking here? Looking down, Trick Williams, springing up. Sean Spears, though, picking the ankle, causing Javon Evans to collide jaw first in the top turnbuckle. And Sean Spears, though, once again regrouping, rethinking. What's Sean thinking?
I don't know, but he's going to the high rent district himself.
Is Spears going to the top rope?
I think he's going for a superplex on Javon to the table.
No, not to the floor, not from that position. Both men corner and corner. Javon fighting for dear life here. This could be career threatening. As of headbutt to the side of the head of Javon Evans, Sean Spears changing position, perched on the top rope. What the hell is the champion? Wait a minute. Javon. Oh, boy.
Javon launched himself. Is that another Spanish fly?
Spears.
Oh, no, cutter.
Ow! Good God, what a cutter. Spring it up, top rope. Corkscrew splash. Cover by Javon. And Trick saves his title again.
No, my heart was in my throat for a second there. Trick is saving his title, man. That's twice.
The perseverance and the preservance of the NXT champion. Trick Williams refusing to let his title go. And right now, Javon, holy hell!
Ouch.
Pushed off the top rope, springing backwards, crashing through the announce table.
Look at Trick's face. I don't even think he meant to do that, but he's saying, hell, this is WWE, not ballet.
Yeah, again, this is for the NXT Championship. You got to be willing to do whatever it takes when you're the champion, especially when it's legal. Again, look at the way Javon landed. Damn! And right now,
the crowd's chanting, rest in peace.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Javon Evans might as well be dead to rights. Trick Williams right now with the best opportunity he has here to not only get his win back against Sean Spears, but preserve his NXT championship.
Oh.
Spears just took out Trick Williams. Turn him over. Sharpshooter.
In Canada, in the middle of the ring, in the ring.
And somewhere Bret Hart is smiling ear to ear right now. Will he force winners the tap? Will he become the NXT champion? Oh, and a pump kick by Olympic Page. But Eagle trying to take advantage, hooking him up. Eagle's edge and connects.
Too close to the ropes, Noah.
Got on it. The cover to Eddie Von Evans saves the title, putting Trick on the bottom rope.
Technically, there's no DQ. You don't have. He could have just kept counting with the foot in the ropes. It's a 4-way.
I guess
that doesn't have to start rope
times. Rules and all Eagle ready to explode now, trying to destroy Javon Evans, who just might have cost him the NXT championship.
Holy hell, Noah! This is a match.
That mean streak of even Page is on full display here tonight, Walter.
Yeah, Page is. It looked like something snapped in his brain just now.
And one more time, looking for Eagles Edge, Javon Evans, Sean Spears, same as Javon Evans. Not sure what that was for.
How smart is that, though?
What does Sean Spears and Javon Evans? A trick shot, even falls in the cover. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
No, I called it. There was just something about his smile I didn't trust that he might pull this out. I said it, Noah. There was something I didn't trust. Look at the faces of the crowd, Noah.
Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck just happened?
He kneed Page into a cover. Didn't that happen before with Cena? Shawn Michaels super kicked Cena into a cover?
I think so, but think about what you just said. Trick Williams kicked Sean Spears off the apron, and Javon Evans collateral damage. Even Page capitalized. Sean Spears picked the ankle of Trick, unable to get in to break the cover. Ladies and gentlemen, All Eagle Ethan Page is the new NXT champion.
I had a feeling, Noah. I just didn't trust his damn smile. It was something about it.
Javon Evans, though, went for broke. Absolutely every possible turn. That avalanche Spanish fly, bouncing Ethan Page off the mat. Follow up, top rope cutter. I thought Javon Evans just became the youngest NXT champion, but Trick Williams preserved his title. And then here we thought Javon Evans was dead, literally free falling off the top rope, crashing through the announce table. And then Trick Williams got hooked with Eagles Edge. Ethan Page falls the cover, hooked to their leg. Javon Evans preserves the match, putting Trick's foot on the bottom rope. And then look at this.
Here's the ending.
Trick knee against Javon Evans, wipes out Sean Spears, hits the trick knee on Ethan Page, falls in the cover on Javon Evans. Sean Spears pulls Trick Williams away, and Ethan Page is the new NXT champion.
You got to question the logic of Sean Spears. Why hold his ankle and not let him break up the count? If
Trick Williams beside himself. I don't blame him. I can't imagine what's going through Trick Williams' mind. What's going through Sean Spears' mind? Does Sean Spears realize what he just did? The new face of NXT is All Eagle, Ethan Page.
On a night, Noah, where no titles changed hands, it finally changed hands at the end of the title. At the end of the night. Did you just see a Joe Hendry for a second?
Do you believe? Do you believe in change? Do you believe?
You saw that, right?
Yeah. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry, but I also believe that NXT is going to be must-see on its next PLE. On a Show of the Year candidate, the heatwave finally concludes as we try and cool off here at the Multiverse Media 2. Thank you for tuning in. For Walter Cruz, for the Renegade Wrestling, JJ Williams, this was his brand's greatest showcase to date. I'm the Seminole Foster. Thank you for tuning into our coverage of NXT Heatwave. Stay tuned for our post-show thoughts here immediately. What the fuck just happened?
Did WWE just tease us?
Wow!
That's no tease.
You lost for words?
Yeah.
Definitely seems that way. Good on in Page. Capitalizing on an opportunity, didn't even know he was doing.
I kept saying it. There's just something about his goddamn smile I just didn't trust. It just looked like
that didn't look like a plan because it got knocked out, and fell on top of the cover.
Yeah.
But to your point, what was Sean Spears thinking?
Yeah, I don't know. And you're the historian. Wasn't there a match where Sean kicked John Cena into a cover like that?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It was a fatal four-way, as a matter of fact. So
yeah,
Sean
fatal four-way, the undoing of the NXT champion to whoop that era is over.
I'm telling you, we're going to see Tuesday night. Trick is going to come out and pull a diesel and be like, all right, don't let that happen.
There's a reason that Paige had that big contract. There's something. I just knew something fishy was going to happen.
Be fucking believable.
Yeah, Joe Hendry there at the very end with that little twirl. So it's
Tuesday, can't miss it. Can't miss Tuesday.
Yeah, Noah. I know you're just saying, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Tuesdays may have to start being must-see TV.
Definitely. I mean, again, Great American Bash. Oh my God, the fireworks are going to be on hot and heavy up to that show. The fuse is going to be lit starting Tuesday, to say the least. Jeez.
I don't think that was a production mistake. That was
everything happens in WWE for a reason.
I was gonna say, yeah. This isn't GTV. It's not going to get resolved. Like there's a definite plot in place there, but yeah, no other title changes. Great show, like you guys said. I got to have the benefit, I guess, of my technology acting like dog shit. I got to watch the show in its entirety, like yesterday. Yeah, I'm going to watch Money in the Bank later.
Noah, what pay-per-view does TNA usually do the Feast or Fire thing?
They did. I don't think it used to be a pay-per-view thing, man. I think it just used to be a television thing. Because last thing they did was Impact 1000. It was always a television thing. They haven't done it since then. I honestly wonder if that gimmick is retired. But I do believe in one thing, not just Joe Hendry. I believe that NXT just got a whole lot more fucking interesting.
Because in my head, in my scenario, I was thinking, what if they do that match? Joe Hendry wins that. He gets the title shot, but instead of cashing it in TNA, he cashes it in NXT. Like he doesn't go for the TNA title. He goes for the NXT title.
I mean,
it's literally the last Feast of Fire involved his partner from that broke up the whole. Why can't I think of the name? Come on, come on, Noah.
Wait, the North, Josh Alexander.
Nola. I was gonna say Nola.
Uya Mera. Yeah. Look. I my brain hurts after what I just saw. First off, let me just go ahead and say this. I don't rate stuff, but there is a point in my fandom and my passion in calling this stuff where I reach a certain level of investment, engagement, interest, excitement, approval, give them their kudos, phenomenal effort. Yeah, that show deserves it. That's professional wrestling, damn it! What a fucking show!
Show of the week by far.
I was unaware that Aaron was reviewing this show because as far as I remember, he didn't review NXT.
I don't think he reviews NXT.
I did not know he did that. So,
but there's a reason there's no review tonight. Maybe I should have thought.
Well, I mean,
is he actually reviewing it?
He's going to go live here any second. Yeah. So
wow.
I'm gonna not be that guy. I'm gonna go ahead and then sign off and encourage everybody to tune over to NoDQ.com's YouTube channel right now and listen to what the boss man had to say. We'll be back tomorrow across Multiverse Media for Meech's Easies, of course. We'll talk about what's coming up this week, all the craziness of this weekend, because I haven't really talked about Money in the Bank very much. And also, we have, as of now, an indefinite open slot on Wednesday nights. And we'll talk more about that tomorrow. So, 4. Hang on. So, 4, our simple man on spectacular commentary, Noah Foster, and Mr. Reliable himself, Walter Cruz. I am Jeff Meacham. You already know that. Hopefully, next time you guys see me, I should be at home because I'll be out of the COVID isolation. But we'll see. For now, this has been a presentation of the Jeff Meacham Network.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
Have a good night.